Bulldog fans, remember to follow Adrian College TV on social media. For game highlights and campus events, you can catch it all on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X at AdrianCollegeTV. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all our future streams live and support your Bulldogs.
Good afternoon and welcome to Docking Family Stadium. Bulldog football is here once again, another home contest.
Continue to take pride and learn from Asa Mahan's leadership today. "161 years of commitment to harnessing the power of creativity, ingenuity, community, and academic excellence."
I believe that if you get your degree here, the world is going to feel like it's shrinking.
And head coach Joe Palka, it's a special.
Bulldog fans, remember to follow Adrian College TV on social media. For game highlights and campus events, you can catch it all on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X at AdrianCollegeTV. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all our future streams live and support your Bulldogs.
Madison is also from Temperance and is majoring in music education. And our final senior for Bulldog Marching Band is Isabel Worthing. Isabel is from Jackson and is majoring in biochemistry.
Good afternoon and welcome out to Senior Day 2025. It's the 7-1 Adrian College Bulldogs taking on the 4-4 Trine University Thunder. We welcome you into the booth, Ian Went and Sean Whitmer. Here we are, Week 9, last home game of the regular season for these Bulldogs. And Senior Day is something special. For those of you that are listening or watching and have gone through this, you know exactly what this feeling is like. And it's a special day for friends, family, parents, and most importantly, the students.
Yeah, and the Bulldog players, the band, dance, cheer, the spirit teams, if you will, are going to enjoy this moment, and they're going to cherish it because it is the last opportunity that they get to do this.
Adrian College football coming into this game 4-1 in the conference, coming off an impressive road win against Kalamazoo College, 34-7 last week. Big bounce back spot. That team needed it, and Sean, we got there extra early with the guys on the bus, and this is a good group that could not wait to get back out onto the field after the last time they played here at home against Hope.
Yeah, and it's a very different feel today. Of course, The last time they walked off this field, it was a little bit more gloomy, but today the weather might be gloomy, but the players' spirits feel high. They seem to be a little bit more excitable on the field and warm-ups and seem to be doing everything the right way, trying to just make sure the little things are done correct.
I know offensive numbers catch a lot of people's eye, but I think the calling card, if you will, for this team, and talking with Coach Joe Palka, the head coach, it's been the defense, headed up by Chad O'Brien and Ron Shields. This is a unit that gives up less than 2 touchdowns per game. They've been elite this season, and they're looking to do the same against the Thunder team, looking for an upset. And we'll talk about the rivalry in a second, but this Bulldog defense, they are barking and they're biting this year.
Yeah, and you mentioned the Bulldog defense, 7th in scoring defense this year, only allowing 10.5 points per game. They've been great on 4th down defense. They're top 50 in that category. They have 1 defensive touchdown. They are 2nd in the nation in red zone defense. Total defense, they're 9th in the nation. What they've really struggled with has been giving up first downs. Or, mind you, they've really struggled with 3rd down defense. 36.9% on 3rd down defense. It's 102nd in the nation, and they were top 100 just 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, and it was really the last 2 weeks. Kalamazoo had a decent time on 3rd down, and so did Hope here a couple weeks ago. So something to improve upon in a season that they haven't had to improve much, but we'll be keeping an eye on 3rd down today, that's for sure. Flip the script to the offensive side. We're going to highlight a few players throughout the day, but it starts and stops with the quarterback. Noah Boudry this season, the senior transfer. Here he is in the single-season record watch in terms of Bulldog football history. He is number 5 in pass completions in a season. Passing yards, he's number 9. In passing touchdowns, he's tied for 3rd. Completion percentage, he is 1st. Here's this interesting number, Sean. Noah, completion percentage this year, 75.8. The next highest, 2009, Justin Hem, 65.2. That's an insane number.
Yeah, it is, and it's such an insane number. It's actually put him 3rd in all of Division III football with that 75.8. He's top 100 in 4 statistical categories across Division III football. That includes completions per game, passing touchdowns, and total yards.
Wow, simply put. And as we watch the Bulldog Marching Band getting us into the spirit of the stadium, if you will, Noah's got to throw the football to somebody, and it's been Ethan Aberger and it's been Braden Whitaker. Those two have climbed into the Adrian record books for single-season numbers, touchdown receptions. Whitaker with 7, that's tied for 7th. Aberger with 6, he's tied for 11th. Receptions, Aberger and Whitaker both climbing up on that list as well.
Yeah, and taking a look at touchdowns first, both are in the top 100 as well. Those 6 touchdowns are good for 77th in Division III, and the 7 touchdowns good for 55th in Division III football. They're also top 100 in yards. 640 for Aberger is good for 65th, and the 664 is good for 61st for Braden Whitaker. Right around on top of each other, and I imagine if either of them know about these stats, if Aberger happens to surpass Whitaker after today's contest, there's going to be a little bit of friendly banter between the two.
Aberger with 15 catches last week in the road win at Kalamazoo. In rivalries, we say throw out the numbers, and if you're trying, you throw out those numbers we mentioned, and if you're the Bulldogs, you throw away these numbers. Here's the history between these two schools. It's a brief one. Adrian is 10-13 overall. They've lost 6 in a row. They are 1-9 in their last 10. Their last win against Trine was here in 2019, the Jack Werzer days, 34-26. But since then, it's been all Thunder. We'll see if the Bulldogs can silence them here today. We will take a quick break. We're going to get to our pregame interview we had with head coach Joe Palka in his 2nd season. We'll step aside for 30. Then that interview, then right back here to Docking Family Stadium. It's Bulldog football on the Adrian College Sports Network.
I'm a special ed social worker.
And I'm a third-year public affairs major.
I'm an action filmmaker.
Jebby is like a consolidated platform where I could have focused information in a couple swipes.
You can be another small voice that adds to a beautiful space. That's what I'm here for.
Trine University. We'll get to that matchup in a second. Ian Wett, Sean Whitmer, and head coach Joe Palka. It's a special day here at Docking Stadium. Every day is. Let's just start with this senior class. They're smaller, but they're mighty, and that's a group that's stuck with you through your first couple of years.
Yeah, I mean, I think 14 guys are going to walk today, and maybe we'll try to steal a couple of them, see if they can get another year. But been a great group of guys that have worked really hard and set the tone from a program standpoint in terms of what we look for in leadership, work ethic, and just being good teammates. And those guys fit the bill, and I'm excited for them in their last regular season home game.
Last week at Kalamazoo, kind of a business trip, 34-7, get it done, and a nice bounce back after the week before. Just maybe your thoughts on the game last week.
Yeah, I was happy, as I mentioned earlier. Thought we played a very complimentary game. Thought we played well on defense. I mean, I know they had passing yards, but we kept them off the board, which was important. And I thought we were really productive offensively. Solid on special teams, so that was a good road win against a team that was playing well and had just beaten Albion. So, we were happy with it.
Offensively, Braden Whitaker, he hasn't come out of nowhere, but he's really putting up the numbers. He's a guy that no one likes throwing the football to, and that says a lot because Ethan Aberger gets a lot of targets too.
Yeah, I mean, Whitaker's really come on. I mean, he's a deep threat. He's a contested ball type of guy, so I think Noah feels comfortable putting it up. If it's anywhere near his catch radius, he's got a chance to come down with it. So that has opened things up for us offensively, obviously. And, we're going to need to take shots today because they're just going to be a man-to-man, bump and run, press cover team.
Your offensive line, group of 5 guys that's really put in the work this season. A couple of those guys are seniors. Just all season they've been doing what they do. They've been creating holes for a running back room that's seen a lot of guys get carries last couple of weeks.
Yeah, we've had a revolving door at running back a little bit, but the constant has been the O-line, and they've done a really nice job they work really well together. They're just very cohesive. Are they individually, guy by guy, the most talented in the league? Probably not, but I do think they're one of the more cohesive, if not the most cohesive group that I've seen this year. And that says a lot because, that group really needs to work more together than any position on the team.
Defensively, 4 interceptions last week. Ethan Burrows with 2 more, 7 on the season. He's climbing the single-season record books. He's been sensational for you, but really that defense I feel like a broken record week after week.
Well, that's like I said, it's our calling card. They've done a phenomenal job. There's a lot of really good players over there. And it's a group that's still fairly young. We're not going to lose too many guys off that defense, but, Burrows has been a tone setter in the secondary. He's equally good at stopping the run and has a knack for just reading quarterbacks' eyes. So, he's had a great year, and hopefully it continues again today with our whole defense.
Let's talk about today. Trine comes to town, doing the research. This program, we're 1-9 in our last 10 against Trine, lost 6 in a row. You are part of this rivalry, right? Last year we went to Trine and kind of took one on the chin a little bit, but what's the mindset going into this game?
I think we got a really good mindset. I think it's been a great week of work. The positive with our team is not too high, not too low. That being said, they understand it's a rivalry game. It's been talked about all week. We've had a lot of people that have participated in it talk to our team, and I think our guys know it's a special game. Even though it's the next game on the schedule, it's a rivalry game, and you got to bring your A game. And hopefully we turn this thing around and get an Adrian win today.
Have to ask you, and you're going to give a coach answer, I know it. Big picture, get things done, and maybe some extra football for you, but I think that's just adding to the focus of the game today.
We said a couple of weeks ago, win 2 out of the last 3, and you're going to win a championship. So that was before the Hope game. Obviously, the Kalamazoo game was a big win. I said it a week ago. This one, it's the next step. And rivalry aside, if you take care of business today, then you have a shot to play for a championship next week. So it makes this game all that much more special. But we haven't looked anywhere but beyond at Trine right now.
This might be the coldest game we've had all season. Is that going to play into the game plan at all?
Not really. I mean, we're going to do what we do. We're going to do what we do, and if there's some win there, hopefully we'll take advantage of that a little bit too. But no, I mean, our mantra has been do what you do every day, and we're going to do it again today.
All right, love it, Coach. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Good luck.
Yeah, all right, thank you. We'll take it, as you know. Thank you.
All right. Once again, that was Joe Polk, head coach of the Adrian College Bulldogs. Bulldogs and Thunder on the gridiron coming up next on the Adrian College Sports Network. Welcome you back out to Adrian College Docking Stadium. Senior day for the Bulldogs. In the booth, Ian Wentz, Sean Whitmer on the field. It's Bruiser 2. 7-1 Adrian College, 4-4 Trine University. The last home game of the regular season. Bulldogs get ready to take the field. And here they are. Home gray jerseys today, numbers in gold, black on the helmet, Bruiser's paw on either side, and that gold stripe right down the middle. And we are going to take a look at our lineups here today, what we're going to be expecting from both sides, the Bulldogs and the Thunder here this afternoon.
Taking a look at Trine's offense first. R.J. West running the show with Cortavion Barnett, Rashawn Street, Tristan Burris, Owen Hebbard, and Keegan Hampton as his skill position players. The O-line blocking for him is going to be Jaden Boykin, Derek Kanthak, Dalton Robinson, Williams Walline, and Garrett Tucker rounding out that offensive line, protecting for him and run blocking for Barnett.
And now the Adrian College defense, the one we talked about quite a bit in our open. They're led by defensive coordinator Chad O'Brien and Ron Shields.
Yeah, and they're led by that front seven. It's Chris Jackson, Nelson Fernandez on the edges with Andrew Van Dyke and Caden Merlin, the stout defensive tackles. Then you got that linebacker room, one of the best in the country, Maddox Woods, Liam Carey, and Bennett Gildy with Tim Simons, Ethan Burrows, and Quincy Dorsey, as well as Coronis Davis on the back line. Ethan Burrows leads the nation in interceptions coming into today.
Looking at the other side, we have the Adrian College offense. They're led by their quarterback, Noah Boudry.
Yeah, and he's got some good weapons around him with Tyler Greer, Braden Whitaker, and Ethan Aberger, as well as Ryan Brumley. He's got Trey Brueggemann to hand the ball to, Bryce Keller, Jack Bush, Isaiah Simon, Joe Pruchnick, and Matt Hall are the offensive linemen for him.
So look at our captains here today, and we'll look at the unit that's going to go up against the Bulldog offense. We have the Trine defense.
Running a 3-4 look, they have Bo Skidmore, Aiden Billiard, and Samaj Brooks as their front three. Wait for the official call.
Adrian College won the toss. They defer to the second half. The Thunder will get it first, and we'll see that Adrian College defense hit the field first here on Senior Day.
Real quick, taking a finishing look at the Trine defense, however, as those four linebackers, you got Cal Lockhart, Cole Basie, Ridge Howard, and Roman Schrock. Roman Schrock, actually one of the best linebackers in the country when it comes to interceptions. Then you got Jeshua Miller, Corey Washington, Emil Drake, and Jahari Branch as the defensive backs. Interesting note about this 3-4 look for Trine. One of those linebackers is a safety-esque player that they've moved in, almost like what Michigan used to do with Jabril Peppers.
This Bulldog defense, as we'll see after the kickoff, they've allowed 21 first-half points all season. They've only given up 7 in the first stanza through 8 games on the field. And one of the seniors on the field right now will do the kicking for the Bulldogs. It's Jack Boyke. The Bulldogs will defend the south end zone. as we get ready to go. The PA announcer, Jake Krasaniak, getting people pumped up along with the Bulldog Marching Band, the cheer and dance teams as well. A crisp fall afternoon here in southern Michigan. Overcast skies this afternoon. It's 43 degrees for your game time temperature. And everyone's ready except the football that tips and falls at the 35-yard line.
Well, I wouldn't want to be kicked by that leg either if we're being honest.
And Boyke will line things up again, the senior. Here's the run-up and the kick for Boyke. It's high, and it's short. Will be returnable off a Trine player at the 22, and the Bulldogs wrap him up right there. Near disaster for the Thunder. Luckily able to fall back on the football. That's Mickey Daring, one of the running backs.
Yeah, and if you're the Bulldog special teams, that's what you want to do here. There's been quite a few kick returns that you've seen over the past couple weeks that are taking the offenses out to the 40, even the 50 sometimes. Right there, that's a pooch kick, basically fair caught with the spot of the ball, and it's picking up at the 25, same as a touchback.
Junior quarterback, 6'3", 215 out of Florence, Kentucky. R.J. West II stands in the shotgun. Thunder offense averaging 32.5 points per game. It's a flea flicker first play. West going deep. He's got a man wide open at the Bulldog 28-yard line, and he falls after making the catch. Thunder with lightning on the first play. That's Tristan Burris, the senior out of Aurora, Colorado.
Yeah, and they struck quick there. The flea flicker threw everyone off. It almost looked like it threw West off as well. Caught him off guard a little bit with how high the pitch was, but he absolutely threw a laser over top.
First play, flea flicker. Thunder with the football, 1st and 10 at the Adrian College 22. Bouncing through the middle and off one tackler and dropped after a gain of a few. Cortavion Barnett, the senior out of Lawrence, Indiana.
I don't have the official numbers in front of me, but that pass might have been the biggest play against the Bulldogs this season.
Thunder to the line of scrimmage quickly. Shotgun snap, give through the middle, and a big-time hit, but bouncing off the defender and getting down inside the 10 for a Trine first down. Again is Cortavion Barnett. So Thunder with the opening possession, 52-yard flea flicker pass on the first play. They have 1st and goal at the Adrian College 9-yard line.
Little trickery from both squads to start things off here today as well.
2 receivers right, 1 left. It's going to be a handoff through the middle for Barnett. Not much there. Andrew Van Dyke in on the fun. Caden Merlin out there at the defensive tackle spots. And we're going to hear these linebacker names a lot. And you mentioned in the pregame, Sean, you have Liam Carey in the middle. Tackling machines of Bennett Gildy and Maddox Woods.
Yeah, and Barnett's not a very big running back, so running him up the middle against this defense is going to be very difficult for them to do.
Opening 2 minutes, already 2nd and goal for Trine from the 8. West to throw, there's a blitz, pass to the flat, dropped, it's incomplete. Boy, big time pressure through the middle by Liam Carey. Nearly got to West, and he's going to force a 3rd and goal from the Bulldog 8. Here's one of those 3rd downs, Sean, you mentioned in the open. See what the Bulldog defense comes up with here. 0-0 score, clock stops, 12:53.
Yeah, it's 3rd down. They came in 36.9% on 3rd down, but in the red zone, they're 2nd in the nation, 47.4% in red zone defense.
Cortavion Barnett, the running back, in the backfield. It's going to be a run fake. Pass to the middle, caught, Thunder touchdown. Run fake, and it's a slant pattern right over the middle. Zach Pillow, the freshman from Florida, gets the touchdown pass reception, and it's Thunder up here early, 6-0.
Yeah, that's going to be the 12th touchdown the Bulldogs have given up this season. It's a great fake right into the slant, and the Bulldogs got stuck watching in the backfield.
Bulldogs bit on that play action just a little bit. The extra point is awkward looking, but it went through the uprights. Bryce Hufford with the extra point out of Portage, Indiana. And the senior makes it Trine 7, Adrian 0. Early in this first quarter, 12:49 to go in it. The Bulldogs to get the football. When we come back, we'll take a 30-second break. This is Adrian College football on the Adrian College Sports Network.
Before the achievements, before the celebrations, there's the work. Early mornings, late nights. Every challenge faced, every extra effort made.
Every victory starts with preparation.
We value leadership, resilience, and innovation. No victory without work. Because success isn't given, it's earned. Welcome to Adrian College.
Back on the Adrian College Sports Network, 7-0 Trine over Adrian. 12:49 to play. First quarter of this senior day matchup for the Bulldogs. And there's a trophy on the line, the border brawl. The Thunder have it, and they've had it the last 6 years. They've had it 9 of the last 10, collecting dust down there in Angola, Indiana. They've come out to play, Sean. A flea flicker on the first offensive snap and a touchdown on their first possession.
Only the 12th touchdown the Bulldogs have given up this season, and might see some trickery here.
Kickoff for Hugo Belmonte, the freshman. Sends Stephen McCoy back deep. He's up to the 15, gets a block at the 20, and he's tripped up at the 21-yard line. Kickoff was set up to be returned to the right. He received it from the left, and the Bulldog offense hits the field first, about 79 yards from pay dirt. And I mentioned the scoring discrepancy in the first quarter for Adrian. They've outscored their opponents 93-7 coming into the game. 93-14 now, with Trine getting on the board here early. Trey Brueggemann in the backfield with Noah Boudry, the quarterback. Trips out wide to the right side. That's the short side, the near side of the field. Senior Isaiah Simon will send the shotgun snap back. It's a run for Brueggemann. Left side for Trey. Into the Trine secondary. First down and a lot more. Brueggemann up near the 50, and he gets pushed out of bounds after a big pickup on first down. Pushed out of bounds by Emil Drake. Not before Brueggemann picked up 30.
And how about that? Trey Brueggemann, who's been a little bit quiet the past 2 weeks, breaks off an early long run.
Quick snap. Give Brueggemann left side again. Lowers the boom at the Trine 39. Falls ahead for 8 yards. Bulldogs moving quickly here.
That's what can happen when you have 3 big down linemen and everybody else is a little bit smaller.
Dogs need 2 on second down. Brueggemann left side gets hit in the hole and dropped for minimal gain. And a flag flies at the end of the play. Our first penalty of this game came in on the offensive backfield. First chance to hear from referee Jason Nickel. And the call is on the junior left tackle, Bryce Keller, 6'5", 328-pounder. They get him for holding. So we'll replay the down. It is second down, but now 12 to go instead of third and short.
And hearing that being the call on the field, that's going to leave a bad taste in some of these fans' mouths after what happened the last time they played here.
Snap to Boudry, looks flat, now goes middle, got his tight end, Ryan Brumley, down to the Trine 40, and he lands at the 39-yard line. Brumley has really come on as of late as a pass catcher. Makes this a third down and 3 to go. The Bulldogs need the Trine 36. 11.5 left in the first quarter. Thunder up 7-0. Dogs looking at a third down, trips out to the left. Whitaker alone to the bottom. Looking short, caught by Aberger. Ethan sprinting toward the sideline on a Bulldog, 1st and 10. And a flag flies in on this play. Down the field, and the Bulldogs marching back.
After a game against Hope that seen a lot of debatable missed calls already too early.
They're going to get the Bulldog wide receiver, 81, Josh Sherwood, the sophomore, blocking. So instead of a first down, it's third down, and we'll call it 6. So wipe out the first down catch by Aberger. Boudry and company need the Thunder 36 again. Second holding penalty on this drive. Bulldogs switching formations. Brumley split out wide left. He's the lone receiver there. 3 receivers to the right. Boudry, quarterback draw. Noah looking to the sideline. He's going to get tackled down at the Trine 40. He's 4 yards away. Bulldogs try a quarterback draw, and the Thunder defense ready for it that time. Cal Lockhart credited with the stop. 6 foot, 215-pound senior out of Lincoln Park, Michigan. Adrian College going for 4th down here. They are 17 of 23 this season on 4th down. They need the Trine 36. Snap to Boudry. Looks short. It's off the fingertips of Brueggemann and incomplete. I don't know that he was going to get the first down if he caught that pass anyway. And Adrian turns the ball over on downs.
Yeah, that was a one-read throw for Boudry. Not much he has there to decision make. Although I think if he pump fakes, it looked like Aberger might have been fake blocking and opening up over the middle. You just run the risk there of having an illegal man downfield.
Talk about a perfect start for the underdog. Trine up 7-0 with the football after stymieing the Bulldog offense. 10 minutes and 12 seconds still left in our first quarter. R.J. West brings him to the line. He stands in the shotgun. 2 Thunder receivers left, 1 to the right. H-back into block. He's going to go out into a pattern. Bulldogs rush 4. West dumps it off short. Running back catches it. Tackled right away. Cortavion Barnett met by the waiting arms of Liam Carey. 6 yards for the Thunder running back. Trying to the line quickly. Takes the snap. Gives it off. Room to the right. Plenty of running room and gets popped out of bounds by Ethan Burrows. Good seal out there by the right side of the offensive line to give him space.
And I know we always talk, the age-old adage is there's holding on every play. Trine's doing a good job right now of avoiding the calls from this officiating crew.
First down, Thunder. Stacked receivers to either side. West looking middle, throws that way. Catch made, contested catch at that by the H-back 44, Keegan Hampton. Give him 4 on the play, 2nd and 6. West hands it off into that Bulldog front, and there's Andrew Van Dyke again. So not much there, maybe a half yard. It's a 3rd down for Trine, about 5 yards to go. 6 minutes into our first quarter, 7-0 Thunder. They converted on a 3rd and goal last drive. They need to get inside the Bulldog 37. Snap back, Bulldogs bring a blitz. Caught in the flat, first down Trine. They picked up the blitz and another 3rd down conversion. Salim Felder with the catch. And the junior out of Florida converts another 3rd down. Again, we mentioned the kind of bugaboo for this team. It's been 3rd down defense.
And
Thunder convert again.
It's been a lot of flat routes that's caused them trouble.
West going to keep it, slide down, minimal gain. That's what I'm used to seeing from Trine, that one read. It's either going to the running back for a run to the right or quarterback's keeping it going left. Quarterback kept it. He got about 4 yards on the rush. Thunder already 2 for 2 on 3rd down. They lead this one 7-0 and marching. Under 8 to go, first quarter. West to throw. Running back in the flat. Caught out there and bumped out of bounds. Maddox Woods and Tim Simons combined for the stop. Felder with the catch. Not sure if he picked up anything. 3rd down again. You are in fringe field goal territory if you're the Thunder. West in the shotgun. Bulldogs showing pressure. Both teams adjust. 7:20 to go first quarter. 10 on the play clock. West changing the play at the line. Takes the shotgun snap. Bulldogs do bring some pressure. Picked up well. Throw to the right side. Caught and more yardage staying on his feet. Inside the Bulldog 15 and a first down and a whole lot more. Tristan Burrows once more with a big catch and run.
Have to wrap up right there. Burrows does a good job at breaking tackles and reading the defense. They over-pursued, so he was able to get more yardage.
First and 10, trying at the Bulldog 12. West looking to throw. Middle, got his man to the Bulldogs 6-yard line. Owen Hebard with the catch. Senior out of Metamora, Michigan. And Thunder moving the ball in chunks here on the second possession.
If you're Gildy, you almost want to see him break on that a little earlier.
Thunder going quick. Run to the middle, toward the end zone, and he's in for a Thunder score.
A 5-yard Trine touchdown run.
5 yards away, and the Thunder double up their lead. Extra point pending. 6:23 left in the first quarter. Shocked and stunned are two words that come to mind.
It was great job by Barnett reading the hole as well. He just jump cuts right through and fights his way in.
Thunder have run 16 plays, 135 yards, and 2 touchdowns, and the extra point is good. 14-0 Thunder, 6:23 to go in our first quarter. We'll take a 30-second timeout. Bulldogs to get it when we come back here on the Adrian College Sports Network. Back here at Docking Stadium in Adrian, Michigan. You might say the score is surprising. The Thunder have owned this rivalry. They've won 9 of the last 10. They've won the last 6, and they're up 14-0 on an Adrian College team that's receiving votes in the D3 football rankings. It's 14-0 Thunder. First quarter, Ian Wendt and Sean Whitmer up in the booth with you. And this Bulldog offense needs an answer. They had the football once. They ran 6 plays, went 60 yards. Turned the football over on downs in Thunder territory. Trine scored on 2 quick possessions.
And I think this is the biggest deficit the Bulldogs have faced all year. It came in the first quarter.
Here's the Thunder kick. It's short. Bulldogs setting up a return to the right. Needs a block, does Dorsey, and he's going to go to the left side. Get some space. Needs a block to the 35 and scampers out at the Bulldog 41-yard line as Quincy Dorsey brings it back. And there's a flag at the end of this play. Way away from the action.
I think there were 3 flags thrown. There was 1 thrown on the sideline, 2 thrown back here at about the 48 or so. Dorsey was leveled out of bounds well after the play.
And then a skirmish away from the football at the Trine 48-yard line. It's been a busy day for our officiating crew today. We'll get the official word here in a moment.
During the return, block in the back, return team, number 6. Take our penalty from the end of the run. First down, Adrian.
So 1 penalty, it's on Jonathan Melendez for a block in the back. So nothing after the play. The block in the back called on the Bulldog return team. 10-yard penalty makes it 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Noah Boudry, pass to the near side. There's Braden Whitaker. Puts on the brakes, cuts up field to the 40. First down and a few more for the sophomore from Dundee.
And I'm absolutely just dumbfounded up here. Dorsey was 3 steps out of bounds when he got hit. And that's what I thought the flag was going to be for.
And a flag right here. We have movement. There's been a couple of games this year, Sean, where Adrian's come out slow. And the center, Simon, going to hit with a false start. Makes it 15 to go on first down. 5 minutes, 47 seconds left in the first quarter. It's 14-0 Trine. Making the short trip up from Angola, Indiana. Pregame in the backfield. Fakes to him. Boudry throws left side, caught by Ethan Aberger. Gets the penalty yardage back and more as he climbs his way into the single-season record watch book.
7 yards on that pass play to the 44.
Inside the top 5 in terms of receptions. We know what he's done catching the ball in the end zone as well. 2nd and 8 for the Bulldog offense. They change up formation. Send 2 to the left side. And 1 out, or rather 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Boudry on the roll. Throws near side over the head of Aberger and out of bounds, incomplete. Boudry feeling some heat that time. Bo Skidmore, the defensive end out of Scotts, Michigan, with some pressure.
So I just watched that kick return back. There definitely should have been a flag on the sideline. It wasn't even a legal player that hit Dorsey. It was a player on the sideline tripping him and pushing him over.
Here we look at a 3rd and 8. They need the Thunder 48. Aberger, the man in motion. Noah looking that way. Thunder bring a blitz. Caught by Aberger. Gets to the 50 and dragged down by his horse collar. And there's the flag at the end of the play. Emil Drake, the guilty party, a sophomore out of Oakland, California. Going for a ride there on the nameplate of Ethan Aberger.
And I think it's fair to say these Bulldogs feel like this is the first one of many that they should have been awarded as far as penalties go.
Should be 15 from the spot. He was tackled after a first down was gained. Nice run and catch for Aberger.
The result of the play is a first down. After the play was over, personal foul, horse collar tackle. Defense, number 14, 15 yards.
It wasn't 20, it was 14. Joshua Miller, guilty party. My old eyes right there, Sean. 14 is nowhere close to 20. Wrong player, right penalty.
I spent 1 year playing in the MIAA. This is my 2nd year calling MIAA action. This is the most amount of flags I think I've seen in one game.
Trying to maybe tamper down the rivalry emotions. Bulldogs 1st and 10 after the penalty at the Thunder 32. 4:48 to go first quarter. Hand off to Ethan Aberger. Aberger gets a block from Brueggemann on the edge. Turns up field for a couple. One of the Thunder players over there with the tackle, Roman Schrock, the senior out of Goshen, Indiana. Give him a yard on the rush. Seen a lot of Josh Sherwood out there, Sean. Number 81, the wide receiver. Wonder where Tyler Greer is, if he's 100%. He's normally been out there. Brumley goes in motion left to right. Boudry will take the shotgun snap. Looks left, throws right now. Brueggemann in the flat. Lowers the boom. A couple Thunder players tackle him after a gain of about 4. Brings up another 3rd down inside the Thunder 30 to the 27.
Yeah, I didn't see Greer in warm-ups. So curious if what's going on with that situation. But they're going with Sherwood. We did see Brady Raymond in warm-up, so wondering if he's going to be back at some point today.
2 receivers out left, 1 to the right. Whitaker's alone to the right. 2 running backs in the game. Steve McCoy joins Trey Brueggemann. Boudry in the shotgun. 5 yards to go on 3rd. Run fake. Throw to the flat. Brueggemann with a catch and a run for a Bulldog first down. He's down inside the Thunder 15. Chunk play for Trey and a Bulldog first down.
Well, I think it's been very strict with the flags against the Bulldogs. This might have been the first one the officials missed on the Bulldogs. I think Ethan Aberger got away with the block in the back there. He was stalk blocking, pulled away, and then he shoved the DB right in his numbers. Almost always going to get a flag for that, but not this time.
There's an injured Thunder player down on his own sideline. We got the number. It is number 20, Emil Drake, the sophomore out of California. They're looking at him along the Thunder bench. We're going to keep it right here at Docking Stadium. A check around the MIAA today. All teams in action. There was one game that kicked off at noon. That's Albion at Olivet. One other game in the 1 o'clock window. Alma hosting Kalamazoo. The Scots receiving votes in the latest ranking. Tonight, 5 o'clock, number 16 ranked Hope hosting the upstart Calvin Knights over on the west side of the state. I know Bulldog fans will be watching that one. Especially depends on the result here. It's 14-0 Trine. 3 minutes, 5 seconds left in the first quarter. And good to see the Thunder defender up and getting further attention on the Trine sideline. Mark it down at the 13-yard line, left side hash. McCoy in the game still at running back along with Boudry. The quarterback takes the snap. He's going to run it. Looking middle. Boudry with green grass ahead. Touchdown AC. An extra point away from cutting the lead in half. Boudry from 13 yards away.
It's a great play design there for the Bulldogs. You're going to set everything up as if it's a pass. Noah Boudry, so smart when running that draw, and he just takes his 2 steps like he's going to drop back and throw, reads the hole, and takes it himself for 6.
Good blocking by McCoy up front. And the extra point by senior kicker Jack Boyke is good. Noah Boudry's 8th rushing touchdown of the season makes the score 14-7 Trine with 2:55 to go in the first quarter. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the Adrian College Sports Network.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself.
Welcome back to Adrian College Docking Stadium. We have scoring in the first quarter. 14 for the Thunder and 7 for the Bulldogs. Ian Wentz, Sean Whitmer, 2:55 to go in the first quarter. The Bulldog offense has woken up, and now it's the defense's turn. They have not looked good in the first 2 possessions for Trine, and we'll see what they come up with here as Boyke runs up and boots this one. It's going to be a short kick, and this will be returnable from the Trine 23-yard line, getting through 1 tackler and a second up to the 31-yard line. Another return for Mickey Daring. And we got some stuff after the play. As you might expect, 2 teams that do not like each other. I see an expression on your face, Sean, checking the stats for the other conference game in action today.
I got a little confused for a moment because I thought that the Olivet-Albion game was the other 1 o'clock game and the Kalamazoo-Alma game was the 12 o'clock game. And then I pulled up the Olivet-Albion game. It said third quarter 41-22, and I thought that they were playing a prank on me for a moment.
We're all in on it, Sean. Here's West, the Trine quarterback. Gets great protection. Got a man deep. It's caught. First down, Thunder. A huge pass play inside the Bulldog 20. That's another massive pass completion to Tristan Burris. They're getting over the top of this Bulldog secondary.
It's a very talented Bulldog secondary, but at this point you might want to put somebody back on the goal line almost as if he's playing punt return to take away the deep route because it's there all day.
I mean, West had, speaking of all day, had about 8 seconds to stand there and throw. First down, Trine at the Adrian 15. Quarterback fakes the run. West going to go and slide down near the Bulldog 9-yard line. Give him about 6 on that. Thunder going quick and they're hitting big plays in this first quarter. 14-7 Trine, and the Thunder inside the Adrian 10 already. It's the second long pass play today. 17 on the play clock. West claps his hands, throws it short, caught. Quick tackle there inside the 5-yard line. It'll be a first and goal Trine after that reception for number 14, Owen Hebbard. And it's a first and goal Trine from the Adrian 5.
I think if there's any game where you want to change up your packaging and bring in an extra defensive back, so far with how West is throwing the football, this might be the game to do it.
Trine with 195 yards of offense in the first quarter. West looking for more. Near side corner. It's caught. Did he get a foot in? He did. Touchdown Trine. Zach Pillow hauls it in for the third Thunder touchdown on 3 drives in the first quarter.
This is very uncharacteristic from this defense. It was a great back shoulder route, and I believe he got matched up with, it looked like linebacker Maddox Woods in coverage. Not who you want, and you might want to start considering making that change, as I mentioned. If you're not going to get pressure anyway, an extra defensive back will at least shell the coverage for you.
Extra point is good. Thunder are 3 for 3 on possessions and touchdowns. 65 seconds to go in the first quarter. It is Trine 21 and Adrian College 7. We'll be back in 30. This is Bulldog Football on the Adrian College Sports Network.
Elevate your game. At Adrian College, our athletes strive for excellence on and off the field. Get involved in over 50 student clubs and organizations where your passions meet purpose. With innovative programs and personalized learning, our academics are designed to ignite your future. Experience vibrant student life, where community and connection shape your college journey. Adrian College, where you belong. Apply today and become part of the Bulldog family.
Back at Docking Stadium, 21-7. Trine in front. On top of your receiving votes, Adrian College Bulldogs, Ian Wentz, Sean Whitmer. Again, this is the way this game has gone 9 of the last 10 seasons. Trine has had this program's number, and they've dialed it again in the first quarter. 3 times like a knife through butter down the field. And here's the ensuing kickoff. Quincy Dorsey for the Bulldogs. Setting up a return to the right. With a little bit of space up over the 30, stays on his feet near the 35 and pushed out of bounds. Look out, Coach Joe Palka, as he was right in the way of Dorsey and the Thunder player tackling him out of bounds.
Dorsey does a great job there. He sets up the kick return by actually taking a couple steps to his left first, getting the defense to take those stalk steps that way as well, and then he breaks it back to the right, setting up his blocks with perfection.
First and 10 Bulldogs, pretty good field position at their own 38-yard line. 58 seconds to go, first quarter. It's a run for Stephen McCoy, gets popped at the 40-yard line, 2 yards, and that's it, a big-time hit in the Thunder linebacking core.
Tackle made by number 36, Cole Basie.
It's an Adrian College offense that averages over 40 points a game. I think they made it to hit that mark here today, the way Thunder offense has moved. Here's a pass for Boudry. Far side, Whitaker gets through one, and he cannot break free for any more, but a nice run after the grab for Braden Whitaker. It's quickly a third down. 2 yards they need here on third down.
Almost want to see the Bulldogs try to get this bunch look involved. Aberger usually the tip of the spear. This time he's off to the back left. Might see him get a screen look, and now they're going to.
It will not run a play at the end of the first quarter. 28 points in the first 15 minutes. Trine with 21 of those. Bulldogs on the march with a third down when we come back. This is your home for Bulldog football, the Adrian College Sports Network.
To become a future Bulldog and get recruited by Adrian College? Do you display characteristics of tenacity, drive, and determination? With over 50 teams on campus, there are plenty of opportunities to further both your athletic and academic career. For all recruiting inquiries, head to www.adrianbulldogs.com and click on the Recruit Me tab at the top right of your screen. Your future with the Bulldogs is closer than ever.
Welcome back to Adrian College Docking Stadium. 21 points, 204 total yards for Trine University. Adrian College, 7 points, 16 plays, 128 yards. If you wanted offense, you came to the right place. Adrian finds themselves down 2 scores as we start the second quarter. Ian Wendt, Sean Whitmer up in the booth with you. Well, if you're a Bulldog fan, at least the first quarter's done. That's all we can say about that. Turn the page. Let's look at quarter number 2 as they have a third down and about a yard to go. They're at their own 47-yard line. And if you're trying, you couldn't ask for a better first quarter.
Bulldogs haven't shown any indication of this. I'd like to see them go Bulldog, though, with this look. 3rd and 1, you haven't shown it yet today. Either go Bulldog or go Diamond. Just get this yard and keep your drive moving.
Noah Boudry, 8 of 10 today, 68 yards. Rushing, it's Trey Brueggemann. He has 2 carries for 42 yards. It is the Bulldog look. Brueggemann to take the direct snap. Gets a block from Carson Schrader, his other running back, and it's a Bulldog first down by a couple yards. Good tough running by the guys up front. Shout out 44, Adam Travers, the freshman offensive lineman in there to block.
Yeah, and Brueggemann just had to limp off the field, unfortunately. He got ankle tackled, and sometimes you can just get tangled up in there a little bit,
he's been
unfortunately.
He's been hobbled at points this year. Steve McCoy into the backfield for him. Play action pass, Aberger in the flat, gets through one arm tackle, and he gets down to the Thunder 47-yard line. Haven't seen a lot of deep looks yet for this Bulldog offense, a lot of horizontal looks. We know that's setting up something, though, later on.
Well, this Bulldog offense doesn't usually look deep that often in the first place. I think their longest pass might only be like 35 yards, and it was probably only 15 air.
First minute of the second quarter, Boudry with time. Looks middle off the hands of his intended receiver, Ryan Brumley. Popped up into the air and incomplete. That would have only been a couple yards on a pickup, and Adrian looking at a 3rd and long right now, and the way Trine's moving the ball offensively, got to stay on the field here. They're 3 for 4 on 3rd down, 0 for 1 on 4th. That was their opening possession.
So the longest pass on the year for Noah Boudry is an 86-yard pass, but it came on a bubble screen to Ethan Aberger.
They need 8 here. Boudry stands in, goes deep, nobody home. Miscommunication there. There's a flag in the Bulldog backfield. I didn't see. Maybe Boudry got hit high late. We'll check the flag. We've also seen our share of holdings in this first half. Maybe we can get another look at it. Bulldog offense gets a gift there. It's a 15-yard personal foul, and Coach Troy Abbs not going to like that. Hands on hips as the all-time winningest coach in Thunder history looks on. So that moves the football, Sean, all the way to the Thunder 33-yard line.
Yeah, there were a couple options for flags there. Also looked like there might have been a little bit of defensive holding on Aberger.
Play action pass, Boudry unloads, has Aberger, he overthrew him by a couple yards in the end zone. So there's that deep shot and just off the mark between Boudry and Aberger. Good protection, though, for number 8.
Good protection, but you wonder if he almost rushed the throw to avoid a holding call or a hit of any kind. Just didn't look like he took his time the way he normally does. Seemed a little bit uncomposed in the pocket.
Good route by Aberger. Got a couple steps behind the defender. So no Trey Brueggemann in the backfield. It's Steve McCoy. We've seen a lot of him the last couple weeks. He's going to go in motion out to the left. Boudry looking that way. Gets it to his running back. Gets one block down to the Trine 30. Stays on his feet inside the 25. They'll set up a 3rd down and manageable. The young Bulldog running back gets a few on the catch and run. It's a 3rd down and about a yard.
3rd down and 1.
Well, you would think no Bulldog package here. I'd almost have Ryan Brumley take the direct snap and just have him run it forward with that big frame.
Adrian 3 for 4 on 3rd down. Got it via penalty last time. Snap. Fake the run. Boudry going deep. It's caught. Brumley. Touchdown Bulldogs. They didn't hand it to him. They threw it instead. Ryan Brumley into the end zone. Cuts into the Thunder lead, and there is a flag on the play, far side of the field. Braden Whitaker with his arms outstretched. Hold everything, folks. They're bringing the ball back.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense, number 56. 5-yard penalty for the previous spot. 3rd down.
Wipe out the touchdown. Bulldogs center Isaiah Simon, they say, was too far down the field, and an eligible man down the field. And what has been a sloppy first half continues. That's 2 penalties on Simon in this first half. Now they need 6. Brueggemann back in the Bulldog backfield. Sends Sherwood in motion. Boudry feels pressure. Throws that way. Wide open is Brueggemann. Down the left sideline. 1st and goal, Bulldogs. No flags on that play, and it's a Bulldog 1st and 10.
And I just checked the tape to see if it was a proper call there on Isaiah Simon. Well, he was the closest man to Ryan Brumley when he caught the football. So
okay.
I think that's the right call on that play.
So 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Boudry throwing it up to Whitaker. He's got it. Touchdown AC. And that will cut into the Thunder lead. Boudry to Whitaker. 21-13. Braden Whitaker's 8th touchdown of the year. Ties him for 6th all-time in a single season with touchdown receptions. Boudry put that one in a shoebox.
Fans wanted an unsportsmanlike conduct after that. So did Noah Boudry and Trey Brueggemann. Get into that a little bit more after the kick.
From Jack Boyke, the hold and the snap are both good, and Boyke's kick is good. Are we going to look at it again, Sean? Or
I'm looking to pull it up here right now.
Replay of the touchdown.
The touchdown was, a beautiful throw. Brueggemann's in blocking, and after the play was over, whistle sounds. The person that Brueggemann was blocking started driving him back and slammed him into the turf. And you seen Boudry run over there to help up Brueggemann for picking up the block, and there were some words exchanged between Brueggemann and I couldn't catch the number, but I believe it was. I'll see it here one more time on my computer. See if I can grab a number for you.
So Adrian College responds, a touchdown drive of their own. Braden Whitaker from 11 yards away.
So it was number 36, Cole Bassey, getting in there and mixing it up with Trey Brueggemann.
Adrian goes 11 plays, 62 yards in 3 minutes and 31 seconds, and it's 21-14 Trine. Jack Boyke with the kick. This one will send the return man deep. He won't even try it. Boyke with a touchback. Shout out Boyke. That's a kick into wind, and we have some stuff afterwards, but a cold afternoon, Sean, and he's kind of kicking into a crosswind.
Yeah, but it's not a lot of wind at the end of the day. Those flags aren't swirling. They're moving a little bit, but Boyke's got the leg to cut through that air, and he did so there. Would like to see a little bit more evenness on the calls right now. It's been very one-sided in favor of the Thunder. There should have been one after that touchdown there after further looking. Definitely unsportsmanlike conduct, and the white hat official was right next to the play, jogging over to it after the fact.
2 penalties, 30 yards for Trine, 5 and 40 for the Bulldogs. R.J. West takes the shotgun snap, hands it off, gets to the first line in the second. Good running for Salim Felder. That's near over the 30-yard line to the 33. 7 yards on the pickup. 12:04 to go, second quarter. Felder again, he leans ahead. He's short of the line to gain. Met there by a couple of Adrian College defenders. Bennett Gildy, Andrew Van Dyke, a couple of those. 51, Josh Britt out there on the defensive line as well. Thunder with a 3rd down and 1 at their own 34-yard line. West takes, fakes the run. He has the first down, makes a move on the Bulldog linebacker into the Adrian secondary. First down and a whole lot more for the Thunder quarterback. He's down to the Bulldog 40. It's a pickup of 20-plus and a Thunder first down. I've seen that play hundreds of times from this Thunder team. Fake it to the running back one way, quarterback keeps it to the other, and Trine seals the edge and picks up a huge first down. Already at the Adrian College 40. R.J. West takes the shotgun snap, run fake. Looking for places to go. He's got his man a couple of steps, far sideline. It's underthrown and incomplete. Tim Simon got back there just in time. Zach Pillow, the intended receiver. Well, he had a step initially.
Yeah, the other defensive back in the picture there was Tabari Triplett, number 21. He's filling in for Quincy Dorsey right now, who's been a kick return specialist, but he hasn't been on defense this drive.
Second down, 10 yards to go for Trine. 21-14 Thunder. 10:52 to go in this first half. Ian Wentz, Sean Whitmer in the booth with you. From the shotgun goes West. Fakes the run. Bulldogs rushing 4. Room over the middle. Huge hit by Ethan Burrows and incomplete. Wow, what a huge hit by Ethan Burrows, and the Thunder receiver Owen Hubbard stays down. My goodness. What a huge hit. We're going to take a look at him. And if you're a Thunder fan, you're wondering if that hit was high at all by Burrows. He's a tall defensive back. No flag on the play as Owen Hubbard, the 6'1 senior out of Metamora, is sitting upright at the Adrian 23. He's got his helmet off. They're looking at him. We're going to step aside with 10 minutes and 46 seconds left in the first half. It's Trine 21, Adrian 14. We'll be back on the Adrian College Sports Network.
This is the Arrington Bookstore at Adrian College, the place to get game day ready, represent your clubs and organizations, and be Bulldog proud. With a wide selection of merchandise and a smile at every visit, stop by inside the Kane Student Center to pick up your Adrian College wares and make it another great day to be a Bulldog.
Back on the Adrian College Sports Network. Good to see Owen Hubbard get up and walk over to the Thunder sideline. His offense looking at a 3rd and 10. They are perfect on 3rd down today. 4 for 4. They need 10 yards.
I think the head official just told West, please don't throw another hospital pass like that.
From the right hash of the Adrian College 40. 2 receivers to either side. West. Bulldogs bring pressure. Throws far side. Too high and incomplete. So a decision here for the Thunder from the Bulldog 40-yard line. It is 10 yards to go as Maddox Woods, the man in coverage. See a special teams unit. Adrian susceptible to the fake. We saw that last week against Kalamazoo, a punter pass off of a timeout.
And the defense just declined to come off the field. They said, we'll stay out here.
They have a late substitution as Aberger does come onto the field. He'll go back to return this punt. Hugo Belmonte is the freshman punter. He stands at his own 45-yard line. Here's the snap. Puts the toe down. It's a beautiful looking punt. It's going to roll inside the Adrian College 5 and be down at the 1. Inside it, in fact. Adrian with 99 yards to go. Boy, you sound like a genius when you make that call and your punter puts it inside the 1 like that. Nice work by the Thunder special teams unit.
Yeah, great job by the special teams unit. Looked like I didn't see if there was anything that happened, but once a punt returner waves his hand in calling for fair catch, if he gets out of the play, the Trine Thunder have to leave him untouched. They are not allowed to touch him. They are not allowed to block him in any way. And we've seen the coaching staff on the sideline reacting as if he might have been hit late in that play.
Boy, Adrian backed up inside their 1. Pregame the running back with Boudry. 99 yards from Pater, down 7, 10.5 to go in the half. Ian Wentz, Sean Whitmer on the Adrian College Sports Network. Boudry takes the snap, he's going to throw. Looking deep for Whitaker. Goes up, and he makes the grab at the Bulldog 32-yard line. What a dime for number 8 and a first down and a whole lot more for Braden Whitaker. The man in coverage, Joshua Miller, had nice positioning, but Whitaker made a better play on the ball.
And Whitaker staying on the field, but he's hobbling a little bit. He was working out his ankle. It looked to be freshly spatted, that left foot over here on the sideline.
First down, Adrian. Run to Brueggemann, gets wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage. Anthony Trudell, the senior out of Elkhart, Indiana, with the tackle. And Adrian College players are feeling it a little bit as the right guard, Joe Pruchnick, a little slower to get up than usual. Second down and 9 for the Adrian offense from their own 35. Noah Boudry looking, contested, it's incomplete. There's a flag on this play. Going for Sherwood, he was bumped on the route. And that's going to go against the Thunder defense. And the parade of yellow on the field continues here in the second quarter. Going after 14, Joshua Miller again. So an automatic 1st and 10 up to the 42-yard line.
I like the utilization of putting Alex Dixon, the freshman big body tight end, out there to run a short hitch route over the middle. He's so tall, he draws so much attention.
First down, Adrian at the 42. Boudry gets hit in the backfield, and it's incomplete as he let it go. Boy, in there quickly were the Thunder defenders. Number 9, one of them there, the blitzing linebacker, Ridge Howard.
That's the first time we've seen this Thunder defense really lay a big hit on a player with the ball. There was some hitting there against the blocking, but hitting a player with the ball is a little bit of a different animal, and that's the first time they've brought it. Nice job by Boudry to get rid of the ball, though.
2nd and 10 for AC, 9:20 to play, second quarter. Noah back to pass, goes short, catch by Aberger, gets popped over the 45 at the 46-yard line. Cal Lockhart laying the lumber on Aberger. Talking about offense today, there's been 2 drives that didn't end in scores. Turnover on downs, Adrian's first possession, and that punt for Trine. Otherwise, touchdowns galore in this first half. Adrian looking for 6 yards on 3rd down. Aberger comes off the field, looking at his left arm.
Bring out 12 personnel here for the Bulldogs offense. Dixon on the line. Brumley as a H-back.
Trine brings pressure. Bulldogs go to Brueggemann in the flat. It's not going to be close. On the 3rd down reception, up to the 47-yard line. And it's a 4th and 6. We might see the Bulldog freshman punter for the first time.
4th and 5 from the 47.
Offense staying out there for the moment. They're going to go for this.
It's 4th and 5. You're within that range to try to get somebody moving early.
Adrian looking at a 4th down here. 0 for 1 today. Boudry looking to the sideline. 5 now on the play clock. They need 5 yards. And it's going to be a snap right to Trey Brueggemann. He's going to put it up in the air on a punt. This is going to take a great Bulldog roll inside the Trine 10 to the 8-yard line. We've seen Trey take punts in warm-up. Does a nice job right there.
If I'm not mistaken, that's his second career punt. As I will confirm that here. But a beautiful punt there, and you wonder why even do that. Why not just put your punter out there? Well, because there's no one deep. There's no threat of a return. You get the bounce, and you're letting your gunners basically take a read on it and down it wherever they see fit.
Adrian goes 45 yards from their own 1-yard line on 6 plays, and back-to-back punts here in the second quarter. 7:51 to go before half. 21-14 Trine in front. They scrimmage from their own 8-yard line. This Bulldog opportunistic defense would love one here. West looking deep, throws that way. It's caught. First down and a lot more. Ethan Burrows in coverage, reception, and yardage for Zach Pillow.
Zach Pillow on the reception.
He's getting protection, and these guys are getting open.
For a gain of 17 yards.
That's not a good combo if you're the defense. Up to the 25-yard line. West hands it off. Big time room. There's some more space to the Bulldog 40, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. He's down at the 1. Cortavion Barnett. There are no flags on the play. From the 25 of Trine to the Bulldog 2-yard line. Right through the middle. 73-yard scamper. Wow. This drive started at the 8 of Trine. Bulldog band getting loud for their defense. Salim Felder in the backfield with West. Takes the shotgun snap. Gives to Felder left side. Tripped up at the 1. And he's tackled right there. Andrew Van Dyke right there as well as number 40, Steven Moreno. So second and goal for Trine at the Bulldog 1.5. Cortavion Barnett back in the ball game. He got them down here on a 73-yard run.
Watch Coronis Davis facing off over here against the wideout.
They're going to try middle. He's going to turn those legs. He's short. And the ball pops out. Maddox Woods has it. Look what I found. There's that Bulldog opportunistic defense. A fumble recovery on the goal line. And we're going the other way. Wow. How about that for a border brawl moment? Maddox Woods. Again, look what I found as Cortavion Barnett was stopped at the line. He tried to get some extra yardage, and that was ripped out and taken away.
A great job by Maddox Woods, too. He realized what he got, and he started trying to get some extra yardage there so that his offense wasn't trapped in the end zone.
See if we can get a name on that fumble forced. Boudry's going to fake the run and keep it himself and gets dropped in the backfield. So a 2 running back look with McCoy and Brueggemann in the game. McCoy's going to come out. 2-yard loss. So Trine goes from their 8 quickly to the Bulldog 1 and turns the football over. Adrian with a chance here. Down 7.
From what I can tell, it looks like Maddox Woods forced that fumble. Looked like he took it straight out of the hands.
Boudry looking, a lot of pressure there. Catch by Whitaker, climbing the ladder. Up to the Bulldog 23-yard line. Whitaker continues to shine. Up over 60 yards receiving in this first half. Adrian looking at a 3rd down with 5 minutes left in the half. They need 4. Boudry in the shotgun. 3 receivers left. going that way. Whitaker with a catch, needs a block, gets it from Aberger. Whitaker for a Bulldog, moving the chains and a first down up to the 39-yard line. Trey Richards finally brought him down, but not until a Bulldog first down. This game was 14-0 Trine before you got settled into your seats. They've traded touchdowns and a couple turnovers since then. Boudry in the shotgun, sends his running back to his left hip. That's Trey Brueggemann. Boudry with pressure, fakes the pass, now gets grabbed and thrown in the backfield for a loss of 4. Sacked on the play. 48 in there quickly. Blake Lincoln, the senior out of Olivet.
It looked like he might have had Aberger opening up over the middle as well. He had to make the right play. You don't want to throw it with a man on your back. You can't get everything into it.
Trine brought pressure over the Bulldog left side. Brueggemann slipped out as an outlet, but Trine got there too quick. Man in motion is Sherwood. Boudry throws short, caught by Ethan Aberger. Aberger moves the ball to his left hand and scampers up the field, and a flag on this play after the catch and run.
That's likely going to go against Josh Sherwood. He blocked perfectly, and he finished the block well, but they're going to probably call holding here, even though it seemed to be a perfect form block.
Well, if it is, it'll be the 6th Adrian penalty. It was about 8 yards down the field. They're talking to... Yeah, it is on Sherwood. Boy, 6 Adrian penalties, and they've been of the 10-yard variety more often than not. The pickup was about 10 yards, so they're going to mark it back from the spot of the foul. It'll still be second down.
It's a little ironic, doesn't it feel that way, that the Bulldogs last time they played here were begging for the officials to give them holding calls against Hope, and now the officials are calling any blocking play as a hold against the Bulldogs, it feels like.
17 to go here on second down for Bulldog quarterback Noah Boudry. Steps up into the pocket, rolls to the right, throws on the run. Whitaker's down there somewhere, and he makes the grab for a Bulldog 1st and 10. That's about 20 yards downfield, Boudry to Whitaker. That's a confident throw to number 16 from number 8. And I talked with Coach Palker pregame. Boudry has grown confidence going to his sophomore wide receiver, and the ultimate test right there. Dogs with the football off the Maddox Woods fumble and recovery. 3 minutes now left in the first half. Bulldogs down 7. It's a run fake. Noah feels pressure. He's going to tuck it and run. Up to the 45 and down to the 43-ish of Trine. Give him about 8, maybe 9 yards on the rush.
It was funny coming into this season. We wondered how much we'd see Boudry run the football, and then we did a little bit more research last week, found out he was a high school cornerback, so definitely a little bit more athletic than we might have thought coming into the year.
Thunder brings some pressure. Boudry steps up into it, dancing around, looking downfield, throws middle. There's Aberger. 1st and 10, Adrian inside the Thunder 20. Sign this guy up for improv classes. Noah Boudry finding Ethan Aberger.
Looked like an old quarterback we used to watch play in blue for the Detroit Lions back a couple years ago. Offensive line doesn't want to hold, so they're kind of just stalk blocking almost, and Boudry has to do it all himself.
They're going to get a playoff before the 2-minute timeout. It's a Noah Boudry run. Run for Boudry into the Bulldog end zone. Touchdown, Adrian College. They're an extra point away from tying this game. 8 called his own number, and he's in for 6 more.
Once again, a great job by Noah Boudry. He reads everything perfectly. He stands in the pocket with Brueggemann to his right. When he takes this snap, it's a quarterback run all the way. Steps up in the pocket, and he proves that West isn't the only running quarterback on the field today.
Give Maddox Woods an assist on the touchdown. He forced and recovered a Trine fumble. Boyke's extra point ties the game at our 2-minute timeout with 1:57 to go in the half. We are where we started. We're tied up 21 apiece here at Docking Stadium. We'll take a timeout. This is Bulldog football on the Adrian College Sports Network.
Bulldog fans, remember to follow Adrian College TV on social media. For game highlights and campus events, you can catch it all on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X at Adrian College TV. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all our future streams live and support your Bulldogs.
Adrian College is a private liberal arts institution known for its diverse academic programs, strong emphasis on experiential learning, vibrant campus life, and commitment to fostering a supportive community. Want to visit Adrian College for yourself? Visit our website at adrian.edu/campusvisit.
Right back here on the Adrian College Sports Network, the Bulldogs have scored 14 unanswered to tie this football game at 21, a minute 57 to go before half. Border Brawl Trophy is living up to the hype. Ian Wett and Sean Whitmer in the broadcast booth with you, along with the rest of our wonderful crew.
A little comedic moment here on the broadcast as I noticed what camera we were on and I decided to wave to it. They're coming out of the break.
We got some airtime?
We did. Through the railing down on the field.
How'd my hair look?
I don't know if you got any airtime
yet,
okay. But now that we mentioned it, we will.
Here's Boyke with a corkscrew kickoff. This is going to roll into the end zone for the funniest touchback of Jack Boyke's career. He shrugs his shoulders and says, I'll take it. First down Thunder as they are working with 3 timeouts. Bulldogs to get the football to start the third quarter. And this is a Trine offense that, other than a fumble on the last drive and a punt the drive before, they've moved this football. 30 plays, 330 yards for Trine. Adrian, 37 plays for 303. Defense optional, I guess. Minute 57 left in the second quarter. West, the quarterback. Looking left all the way, throws that way, caught for a few. Finds number 7, Zach Pillow. Nice soft landing for the freshman from Cocoa, Florida. What, Sean?
These Trine wide receivers seem to be taking a little bit better care of themselves after the catch, after that big hit from Burrows earlier in the half.
Clock stops, 3 yards to go on second down. West throws a bullet incomplete. He gets bumped as he let the pass go. Meeting him in the backfield, Nelson Fernandez, the senior linebacker. So quickly, a third down for Trine. They're 4 of 5 today. 2 receivers right, 2 out to the left. Looking to the sideline for the play. Bulldogs have 3 down linemen. They need their own 35. West claps his hands. Bulldogs bring a blitz. West steps up. Rolling to the left. He's going to get the first down by a couple, and he tight ropes the sideline for a couple more. And we'll see where they mark him out. So they take away the pass, but not the quarterback run. And with a minute 42 left, he steps out of bounds.
This is what I've been asking for out of this defense, though. Maybe shell the outsides a little bit better with Fernandez and Jackson, have them come up the field a little bit, leave the middle of the field a little bit more open.
Dogs bring 4. West throws near side. It's going to be batted away. Tight coverage. Coronas Davis. Lockdown coverage on the near side. You can celebrate that one. That's beautiful.
And that was, I believe it was Hebard. So good to see him back on the field as well.
Yeah, teams don't normally pick on number 2 in black and gold and gray. 2nd and 10 for the Thunder. It's going to be a run play. Oh, and a form tackle. Finish the play. Liam, that's Bennett Gilding, number 8. And I shouldn't be surprised. This guy is a tackling machine.
It's funny talking to some of these linebackers in passing on campus, and they'll come up to me and they'll be like, I really need my stats to be corrected. Well, that's not on me. Well, Gildy got this tackle and I want it. You know, just
Right.
a little friendly competition between this linebacker room.
Thunder just converted a third down. They need 8 right here. 1 minute and rolling here left in the second quarter. West looking to throw. Bulldogs can't get home as a flag in the backfield as West is going to get a first down, but there was a clear holding, and a Thunder player got his helmet taken off. And all of that, we'll probably have to replay the down as Adrian's 43 Fernandez got held, and then the Thunder offensive lineman's helmet comes off. That's Jaden Boykin, the junior out of Castleberry, Florida. And we'll assume it was taken off by a Bulldog. As I see the hold 43.
It's actually Boykin.
Oh, my gosh.
Aggressively on Chris Jackson. His
Wow.
helmet comes off in the scrum. But Boykin played through his helmet coming off as well, which is also a flag. Your helmet comes off, you have to basically sprint off the field. That should be double flags on Trine.
Boy, credit to this crew. You're right, Sean. Oof. And from the naked eye, you see a player with his helmet come off. You assume it's on the player with his helmet still on. Instead, a double penalty called on Trine. 51 has to come off for a play. And this, folks, is a third down, and it should be 28.
Like that out of Chris Jackson, too. He comes running to the sideline, clapping. He just got aggressively taken to the ground, and he's going to celebrate with his teammates because he drew a penalty at the end of the day. In basketball, they celebrate the amount of times you draw penalties. In football, they should do the same.
Well, they just enforced the 1, so it's 3rd and 18 for Trine from their own 36. They're ready for play now. 50 seconds to go, and there's movement. Bulldogs want a flag, none coming. West will take the snap, hand it off through the middle. Good for a couple. Salim Felder tackled as he crossed the 40, and timeout Adrian College. They had 3, they'll now have 2, and with 43 seconds left, should be a Thunder punt. Looking around the MIAA, we had one game kickoff at noon today over in Olivet, and we had another game kicking off at 1, Sean. We have, boy, you talk about offense. We have some scoring up in Olivet.
Yeah, Albion currently leads 44-36, an 8-point gain right there. They have yet to win a game in MIAA play. They're playing Olivet, who has 1 win in MIAA play, and Olivet might be trailing by 8, but there's still 15 minutes to play, and their offense has come alive lately. It was 41-22 at the half in favor of Albion.
The game tonight, number 16 Hope hosting Calvin, who is 6-2 on the season. That's a 5 o'clock kickoff. The other game in action kicked off at 1, receiving votes. Alma having no trouble so far with Kalamazoo.
That is a 40-point differential right now in that game, 43-3 in favor of Alma.
Here at Adrian, 21 all, 43 seconds left in the half. Adrian will get this football back. Hugo Belmonte is back to punt. His last one was inside the Adrian College 1. We'll see what he has up his sleeve right here. They await the snap. It's high, but grabbed in right there as the boot is away. Aberger points toward the football as it bounds into the Thunder sideline at around the 25-yard line. So Adrian College with a chance here, Sean. They have not led in this football game. They've trailed by 14 twice, and right now an opportunity to grab a lead before the break. 35 seconds left in the second quarter, and we're tied at 21.
How about the effort there from Anthony Greer as well? Running back, we haven't seen him play much running back. Playing special teams there, he gets through the line, and thanks to the high snap, he was able to make a diving effort trying to block that punt.
Greer, the grad senior out of Rockwood, Michigan. Played a lot of games here in the black and gold.
Former teammate of mine as well. Got to play a lot of practice reps against Anthony Greer.
1st and 10 for Adrian. Boudry is going to try to run, gets through one Thunder player, and a second spinning at the Bulldog 35 and up to the 37-yard line. Boudry doing it with his legs here this afternoon. He has 2 rushing touchdowns. That'll be his 7th rush as he is over 50 yards on the ground. Boudry looking to throw this time. Nowhere to go. There's some pressure late. He goes to his reliable Whitaker as Braden gets out of bounds with 16 seconds left in the half. He gets to his own 44-yard line. Pickup of about 6 on the play.
Would like to see maybe the unsung hero here, Josh Sherwood, who's been blocking all day. Maybe get him a deep ball look here late in the half.
Thunder have 3 players deep in the secondary as Boudry will try to dissect it. Noah throws left sideline, wide open is Whitaker. He's going to get out of bounds at the Trine 35-yard line. 10 seconds left in the first half.
You can play shell coverage all you want, but Braden Whitaker is going to find the open space in the zone and sit down.
Jack Boyke is 5 of 7 on field goals this year, 2 for 4 between 30 and 39, a long of 33 this season. So you got to get this 10, 15 yards to give Boyke a chance. Thunder rush 3. Boudry with 6 seconds left in the half. Going deep. Whitaker goes up. Incomplete. He was open for a moment. Thunder coverage that time. Jumping up was the number 4 on your Thunder roster, Asher Bryja.
As Miles Shannon is going to come into the ballgame now, number 88, a transfer wide receiver from Central Michigan, coming in for some of his first action here, and he's 6'7", 6'8", somewhere around there, depending on what day you measure his height.
If he's in cleats or not. Did he stretch that morning? So 3 seconds left. Bulldogs looking to send up a prayer. Boudry stepping up, looking that way. Jump ball, end zone, back line, incomplete to end the first half. Fireworks in the first half of the Border Brawl game in 2025. Trine jumped out 14-0. Bulldogs and Thunder seesaw back, and it's a tie ball game as we've hit the half here at Docking Stadium. Just some quick initial numbers. In the first half for Noah Boudry, 22 of 29, 245 yards, 1 touchdown. He's been sacked twice. Braden Whitaker, 9 catches, 130 yards in the first half. Boudry, 7 rushes for 57 yards and 2 rushing scores for Adrian. On the other side for the Thunder, RJ West, 13 of 19, a $191, 2 passing touchdowns. Burris with 3 receptions, a $126, no touchdowns. Pillow has both receiving scores, and Barnett with a rushing score, 99 yards in that first half. And I mean, you got yardage, you got points, you got a little bit of everything in that first half. We're going to take just a 60-second break. We'll be right back. We have a special guest going to join us in studio. We'll be back with that in 60. Bulldogs and Thunder tied at 21 on the Adrian College Sports Network.
Adrian College is shaping the future of higher education and leading the way in innovation and excellence. Ranked first in most innovative schools and second in best value in undergraduate teaching in the Midwest by U.S. News and World Report, Adrian College is recognized for its commitment to innovation, quality education, and affordability. Offering 71 undergraduate programs, 13 graduate programs, and a 1-to-15 faculty-to-student ratio, our students receive personalized attention and a cutting-edge education. With state-of-the-art facilities, 10 academic institutes, and 50 competitive sports teams, Adrian fosters growth both inside and outside the classroom. From small class sizes to championship-level athletics, we provide the tools and experiences you need to succeed. Join a community that prioritizes your success. Start your journey with us, where your potential is realized. Discover Adrian College.
Fans,
It's halftime here at Docking Stadium, a tie score of 21 between Adrian College and Trine University, the Border Brawl Trophy here at the half. Ian Wendt and Sean Whitmer. And joining us in the booth, if you're watching, you can see, Bulldog head coach from 82 to 89, Ron Labadie joining us. Ron, good to see you.
Yeah, thanks.
And obviously been around this program for quite some time, and your great success back in the day, 3 rings on your finger. I don't know if you have them today with you. No. You have to like what you've seen, especially from this team this year, although today's score is not perfect. You've been around this program quite a while, and just want to get your thoughts on what you think Coach Joe Polk has done so far.
Oh, he's done a great job. First of all, the recruiting thing has been unbelievable, bringing in a lot of good players. And then, this whole team is based on freshmen and sophomore and a few juniors, But this program is definitely headed in the right direction.
Something that you didn't have to deal with in the 80s really was a transfer portal and NIL, and that's also what this team's doing as well, getting guys to come in from other schools.
Yeah, I was fortunate to take over a really good program. They've been 9-0 and 8-1, and we had a lot of good players, When Coach Polka took the program over, he had almost rebuilt. I was talking to him the other day. I was almost like Calvin, starting from zero and bringing it up, and they've done a tremendous job with that.
Yeah, a long time around the MIAA as well for you, and a league that's kind of traded trophies. We've seen Alma with some success in the postseason, Albion as well, and Adrian's hoping to get back to where they were back in the 80s.
Part of Joe and the team's goal of the season was to get ahead of Albion and get ahead of Trine. That's why this game was so critical, and then compete with hope, which they did.
Yes.
Could have won the game. And then we'll see what happens next week. But first of all, we've got to play a great second half and score some points here.
Yeah, Coach Ron Labadie joining us. What did you see in that first half besides 42 points between the two schools?
Yeah, I'll tell you, the biggest play of the game, and maybe the biggest play of the season, if we go on to win this one, was that kid chasing down the kid and not getting him down at the 1 yard line.
Yes.
Obviously stealing the ball was a big play, but getting the kid down was before that, And that says a lot about the heart of the team. It says you don't quit. You keep working, and all of a sudden you got him down and you got things turned around a little bit. Obviously, you got to clean up the penalties. Obviously, we got to get some pressure on the quarterback, And if we do those two things and can come up with some third down stops, we got a chance in this ball game,
Yeah, that's all you want, and a rivalry that, you didn't have when you were coach, but one that's been Trine's game to lose the last 10 years. They're 9-1 against Adrian, so a lot of that can be a mental thing, right? Getting over the hump and beating a team that's had your number.
Yeah, I haven't really followed what has happened with Trine, other than they were real successful when they came into the league. But whatever it takes, you got to get it done, And this is a game where somehow Adrian, I'm telling you right now in the locker room, they're saying, hey, guys, we got to clean up the penalties. We cannot continue to choose ourselves in the foot, especially on third down. That first drive may have ended in a first down, in a touchdown, rather than giving the ball back to Trine, And somehow we got to figure out how to get some pressure on the quarterback, We're doing a little bit better job in the second quarter about covering guys, But now we got to get some pressure on the quarterback.
Coach, you mentioned just trying to get some pressure on the quarterback. What do you do what adjustment would you make on the back end with just getting beat over the top so much early in this game?
It's hard for me to say what adjustment, because you got to keep things in front of you, and they've done a good job of that all year long about keeping things in front of you. And Coach Pelko said the other day, the thing that concerned him most about this team was their speed, and so you just got to back up. You got to make sure your safeties are in position. And a little better job in the second quarter, but somehow we just can't give up the big plays. Well, we've given up at least 3 plays over 50 yards, and that just can't happen with this defense.
Are you used to this kind of offense? I mean, back in the 80s, were you guys moving the ball up and down the field like this?
Yeah, the offense is, And, going back to 1972 and 1973, they won 2 championships in a row, and they give up 12 points a game in the MIAA. And that's where this defense was, but now they're facing a team that is better offensively. well, I thought they did a nice job against Hope defensively.
Yes.
And they got a little lesson from Kalamazoo last week about, Kalamazoo was pushing the ball up the field, and fortunately we did a great job of keeping them out of the end zone, And now we've got to keep trying out of the end zone somehow in the second half.
Well, Coach Lamberty, thank you so much for taking time up here to talk with us. Bulldog head coach from 82 to 89, a three-time MIAA champion.
Yeah. We're trying to get this program back to where we get one right now and see what happens. By the way, I think you guys do a great job of presenting Adrian College and the football program and that kind of thing. So
thank you, Coach.
Appreciate that.
We appreciate that. Checks in the mail, Ron.
Yep,
thank
take
you.
care.
Yeah. Once again, that was Ron Lamberty, head coach of the Bulldogs, 82 to 89. Three-time conference champion, 83, 88, and 89. Sean and I are going to take a break. Take a breather. We've had 600-plus yards of offense. We'll be back with more of our halftime report from Docking Stadium. It's Adrian and Trine knotted up at 21. We got a good one here in the Border Brawl on the Adrian College Sports Network.
Bulldog fans, remember to follow Adrian College TV on social media. For game highlights and campus events, you can catch it all on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X at AdrianCollegeTV. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all our future streams live and support your Bulldogs.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
You stand today, students, on the threshold of a magical time in your life. A time of significant growth and introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and great opportunity. A time that you will always look back on.
This is the Arrington Bookstore at Adrian College, the place to get game day ready, represent your clubs and organizations, and be Bulldog proud. With a wide selection of merchandise and a smile at every visit, stop by inside the Kane Student Center to pick up your Adrian College wares and make it another great day to be a Bulldog.
I'm a special ed social worker.
And I'm a third-year public affairs major.
I'm an action filmmaker.
Jevy is like a consolidated platform where I could have focused information in a couple swipes.
You can be another small voice that adds to a beautiful space. That's what I'm here for.
Hi, I'm Aubrey Morgan, the current student government president here at Adrian College. I chose Adrian College because of the campus size. campus feels like a fun, energetic community where everyone knows each other. If you want to see what Adrian has to offer for you, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Adrian College is shaping the future of higher education and leading the way in innovation and excellence. Ranked first in most innovative schools and second in best value in undergraduate teaching in the Midwest by U.S. News & World Report, Adrian College is recognized for its commitment to innovation, quality education, and affordability. Offering 71 undergraduate programs, 13 graduate programs, and a 1-to-15 faculty-to-student ratio, our students receive personalized attention and a cutting-edge education. With state-of-the-art facilities, 10 academic institutes, and 50 competitive sports teams, Adrian fosters growth both inside and outside the classroom. From small class sizes to championship-level athletics, we provide the tools and experiences you need to succeed. Join a community that prioritizes your success. Start your journey with us, where your potential is realized. Discover Adrian College.
Adrian College is a private liberal arts institution known for its diverse academic programs, strong emphasis on experiential learning, vibrant campus life, and commitment to fostering a supportive community. Want to visit Adrian College for yourself? Visit our website at adrian.edu/campusvisit.
Are you looking to become a future Bulldog and get recruited by Adrian College? Do you display characteristics of tenacity, drive, and determination? With over 50 teams on campus, there are plenty of opportunities to further both your athletic and academic career. For all recruiting inquiries, head to www.adrianbulldogs.com and click on the Recruit Me tab at the top right of your screen. Your future with the Bulldogs is closer than ever.
The diploma you will receive symbolizes your efforts and distinguishes you as a highly educated person, learned in the arts and sciences and prepared for a life of achievement and great accomplishment.
Adrian College has built something very special. You've created not just an academic environment, but a culture of physical excellence, discipline, and resilience. You've turned this college into a place where pushing the limits isn't the exception, it's the expectation.
We leave here with countless memories, loyal friendships, and moments that have shaped our character far beyond what we could have imagined when we stepped onto campus. So now, class of 2025, we've come a long way, and I know as we step into this next chapter, we'll step into a new exciting adventure. I know we will do so in faith, in confidence, and in gratitude. Thank you guys, and congratulations, Adrian College, class of 2025.
Before the achievements, before the celebrations, there's the work. Early mornings, late nights. Every challenge faced, every extra effort made.
Every victory starts with preparation.
We value leadership, resilience, and innovation. No victory without work. Because success isn't given, it's earned. Welcome to Adrian College.
Welcome back to Adrian College, Docking Family Stadium. It's the half between the Thunder of Trine University and the Bulldogs of Adrian College. Back in the booth, Ian Went and Sean Whitmer alongside you all. 21-21. We restart things here in the third quarter as we look at some of our stats from the first half.
As you already mentioned, the score deadlocked at 21. Passing yards, Bulldogs actually in front, 245 to 191. from the Thunder, and they've had those two long throws. Thunder have ran for 165 yards. Bulldogs, 99. First downs, 13 for the Thunder, 18 for the Bulldogs, and the Thunder do have the one turnover that has changed this game. It could have been 28-14. Instead, we're sitting at 21-21.
Yeah, and Coach Ron Lamberty, that was in the booth with us a few minutes ago, said the play of the game was the tackle prior to that Maddox Woods play, stripped the ball out and recovered it himself inside the Adrian College 5. And their offense went to work, and we looked at those numbers, and Trine goes deep on a couple long passes, also a couple of long runs. Big plays have really gone the Thunder's way, but Noah Boudry has put together a very impressive first half as he went through the air, 22 of 29, 245, one touchdown. And if you look at the game within the game, pressures, Trine has kind of had the better of the Adrian offensive line, and if you flip it around, Bulldog defensive line has not created sustainable pressure, at least in the first half, and something that they've done well all year. And the other thing they've done well all year is turn people over, and that was a big key in the first half. I mean, you said it. If Trine holds on to that ball and they punch it in, it's a two-score game again, and the offense for Adrian really pressing. And give credit to Trine. They jumped out early, 14-0 before you knew it, and then flip it around and give some credit to these Bulldogs for fighting back, clawing their way through. Noah Boudry with a couple of rushing touchdowns in that first half, and you can put that in the books. Second half upon us. And if we play the if game a lot toward the end of the season, if the Bulldogs find a way to win, if we get to Alma and somehow beat the Scots, and Hope wins out, it'd be a three-way tie technically for the conference championship. You look at tie-breaking scenarios, and what I've been told, if you run down the list, it's record against each other, then it's record against the next best opponent, and then it's overall record, which would bump Alma out of the mix because they have a conference loss, assuming Adrian beats Alma. And then it goes back to head-to-head. So Hope would get the tiebreaker and the automatic bid to the NCAA tournament. And if you're the Bulldogs, if you want an at-large bid, got to win these next two. And if you're trying to keep that Border Brawl trophy. You've had it 6 straight seasons, 9 of the last 10. The last win for the Bulldogs against the Thunder was on this field in 2019. High-scoring game then. We have one right here. And the Bulldogs will get the football to begin the second half. And Quincy Dorsey has done work back there returning kicks in the first half.
Yeah, he's done a great job. But the other defensive back, really the story of the first half, as you mentioned, Ron Lavity, play of the game, according to him so far, was the chase down tackle. And that man that made the play was Coronis Davis, trying to peanut punch the ball as well.
Eric Bush, the freshman defensive lineman, putting on some moves on the sideline. He's pumping it up. It's a high, short kick. It's going to be caught on a dive by number 18. That's Carson Schrader, one of the backup running backs. Haven't seen him in the backfield a lot, but that's a tough one to come up and catches. Trine did that little short kick scenario. They were sick of seeing number 1 run past him.
Yeah, well, they're keeping number 1's legs fresh, and that might not be good for him either, because if he gets back on the field defensively, well, the air attack that they've been having so much success with might find itself being locked up.
Boudry, 22 of 29, 245, 1 score through the air in the first half. This will be a run for Trey Brueggemann. He slips in the backfield and gets dropped for a 2-yard loss, trying to cut left to right, and just lost the footing.
Well, turf's always easier to play on when it's warm because it's essentially a bunch of rubberized pellets inside some fake grass. When it's cold, those pellets are hard to cut through.
It's another run. Brueggemann takes contact and leans ahead for 3, maybe 4 yards. Hard hit there for 36, Cole Basie, and already an Adrian College third down offensively. in the first half. They were 5 of 7. So were the Thunder in third down and go situations. Adrian needs 8 yards. Opening drive, second half. Trine shows pressure. They bring it. Boudry gets around 1. Looking downfield, he's got his tight end Brumley for a 1st and 10 and more inside the Thunder side of the 50. Brumley gets in some open space. This guy's more than a blocking tight end, showing some soft hands catching passes.
Yeah, he had the drop earlier, but right there he found the open space and he did what good receivers do. He sat down. He waited for his quarterback. He caught it and then got upfield.
Quickly to the line, Braden Whitaker with a catch and a run, and he gets tripped up by the 45-yard line, and he goes down to the 44.
Yeah, that turf monster can sometimes be your worst enemy if you're a skill position player, as it looks like the Bulldogs might be going into a spread look here. No tight ends on the field.
Onstead native Quinn Hiram on the field in the slot to the right side. Whitaker out wide to the right. Boudry, run fake. Rolls to his left, pressured right away. Boudry gets around 1 and scampers out of bounds for minimal gain.
That was a designed RPO flat throw looking for Ethan Aberger, but the defensive end on the play, I didn't catch the number, blew it up, hit Aberger, exactly what you're taught to do, pushed him out of his route, and then took away the throwing lane for Boudry. Like the play design from the Bulldogs, hiding Aberger behind the tall offensive line and just trying to sneak him out of the backfield, but Trine Thunder were all over it.
Adrian just converted a 3rd and long. They need about 8 yards to go on this one. 12:35 to play, third quarter, tied at 21. Trine rushing 3. Noah looking, throws a rope to the middle. Brumley with a catch and a fumble, or incomplete, they say. Incomplete. Brumley at the Trine 34 would have had a first down. Thunder thought he fumbled, and it's 4th and 8.
Well, we've seen this against Hope. Brumley had a catch, and before he was able to make a football move, he fumbled, which made it a Hope takeaway instead. This one, the correct call, I believe it should have been the same way in that Hope fumble.
Second punt today for Cooper Tracy. Is this his first?
This is his first.
Brueggemann
had the first punt.
That's right. The actual punter, the freshman, Tracy, sends this into the corner. It's going to bounce inside the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. So the Trine defense holds on 3rd down. And they go back on offense here with a tie ball game, 21-21, early third quarter.
Yeah, Bulldogs not happy that their offense had to come off the field, and that's maybe one of the worser punts from Cooper Tracy. Normally he's a master at pinning the opposing team deep in their own end.
First down for the Thunder. They go from their own 20. R.J. West commanding the Thunder offense. And there's movement up front. And the yellow hanky makes an appearance in the second half. And it goes against Trine. Penalty called to wide receiver Rashawn Street, the senior out of Greenfield, Indiana. West in the first half, 13 of 19, a $191 and 2 touchdowns, a long of 54. Burris, his leading target, 126 on 3 catches. Zach Pillow with 2 touchdown receptions. Thunder with a first down and 15. Run through the Bulldog middle, arm tackle there by
number 1, Cortavian Barnett up the middle.
Andrew Van Dyke. Cortavian Barnett with that carry.
Gain of 5 to the 20, second down and 10.
So they get the penalty yardage back on first down. Adrian has 3 down linemen. Extra man in the secondary for a second and long. West looking left, scans the field, now goes middle. Rolling to his right now, looking for something downfield, and he cannot escape the literal sleeve tackle of Liam Carey. Give credit to that fabric for staying together, and Liam Carey with a nice tackle on the elusive quarterback.
And I know West is hoping he can get out of this, but the fabric might have saved him from an absolute booming hit as Gildy was making his way to the play, but a nice job by Carey. Also takes some finger grip strength to hold on to a sleeve like that. Threw some gloves as well, so nice play there by the veteran linebacker.
3rd down and 8 for Trine. Clock moving, approaching 11 minutes here in the 3rd. Bulldogs showing pressure off the edge. Ryan Morgan getting ready, and here he comes. West throws left. Catch made. Getting toward the edge and unsuccessful. Great work by Coronis Davis. Would not let Rashawn Street get outside. Good work by number 2, Maddox Woods, trailing in coverage as well. It's a 4th down and a Thunder punt.
Coronis Davis's numbers might not indicate that he should get player of the game today so far, but the amount of times that he's making the right play and the team play is going to put him in the running nonetheless.
10-20 and rolling here in the 3rd quarter. Hugo Belmonte, another punt for the freshman from Fishers, Indiana. Ethan Aberger stands at his own 45. Here's a high punt. It's over his head. Bulldogs pursuing, and he's just going to kick it out of the back of the end zone for a safety. This should be a safety. There's a flag down and a high snap.
I think the flag should be for holding on, I believe it was Chris Jackson breaking in from that left side.
My goodness. Snap goes high. Should be a Bulldog safety. We'll check the flag as well. And it's a illegal kicking. That will be a safety for the Adrian College special teams. Listed as the long snapper is Wesson Ludwig, the junior of Convoy, Ohio. And if that was indeed him, that was not his best effort. Snap got over the head of the 5'10 freshman, Belmonte. And it's 23-21 and an unorthodox way for Adrian to get their first lead.
As
fans loving it here at Docking Stadium.
Yeah, it's cold. You can see them all bundled up, but they're still out here to support the seniors and this fun Bulldog team.
So the Bulldogs up 23-21 on the high snap on the Trine punt, kicked out of the back of the end zone. That's the smart play. You're conceding points, and instead of a Bulldog recovery in the end zone, you just boot it out the back. Smart play in a tough situation for the Thunder punter, and they'll kick this one off from their own 20. This game could flip quickly if Adrian can turn this next possession into points, as Hugo Belmonte will do the kicking. Ball resting at his 20. 10:04 here in the 3rd. It's going to be a deep kick. Sending McCoy back to his own 18-yard line. To the 25 and the 30. 35 to the 40 and put down at the 41-yard line. A couple things after the fact, but nothing too bad. Bulldogs 59 yards from pay dirt, with the first lead of this game thanks to the special teams blunder by the Thunder.
Like that little dead leg there from the return man as well. He put his brakes on and almost found himself slipping the way we've seen from some of these other Bulldog players, including Brueggemann and Whitaker so far in this game. Read the hole nicely, and it's hard to get good returns on those punts after a safety.
Trine leads the all-time series 13 games to 10. They've won 9 of the last 10 and trail for the first time here. Bulldog throw by Boudry to Aberger. We've said that, I believe, 70-plus times now this season as Aberger picks up a Bulldog first down. Right at the 49-yard line. Boudry from the shotgun. Throws quickly. Aberger, another catch. 5 yards, 10 yards, and he gets 11 again. Trying the right side. Doing work out there is number 81 wide receiver Josh Sherwood. Bulldogs moving the ball and picking up the pace. They scrimmage from the Trine 39-yard line. Boudry to throw again. Aberger again. 3 catches in a row for number 3. Outside the numbers, down to the Thunder 24-yard line. And that's another Adrian College first down. Offensive coordinator Tyler Palka finding some holes now in this Thunder defense.
And with that being his 10th catch on the day, Ethan Aberger is solidified in third place with 74 receptions on the year, only 4 receptions away from being tied for first.
Single season program record. Quarterback draw for Noah Boudry, leaves a man in his wake, moving down to the 21-yard line. Boudry's got some elusiveness to him. He's not the biggest guy in the field. He's not really the fastest, but quite elusive. Tough to take down. 2 yards for Boudry. Number 2 is running back Trey Brueggemann in the backfield in the shotgun off to his left. Adrian in front, 23-21, 8-12 to play, third quarter. Play action pass. Boudry, Aberger, caught over the shoulder for a Bulldog touchdown. The Ethan Aberger drive. Boudry finds him from 22 yards away, and the Bulldogs expand their lead.
Nice play here from the Bulldogs as well. Boudry takes the snap, he fakes the run, and it's a fade route. Just going to the pylon, that's what you tell your receivers to do. Over the shoulder grab, and another touchdown for Ethan Aberger.
Beautiful blocking as Trine brought pressure on the play. The snap, the hold, and the kick. All 3 are good. And Adrian strikes for 9 quick points here in the third quarter, and they lead it over Trine. The score, Adrian College 30, Trine University 21. We'll be back with the Bulldog kickoff after this 30-second break on the Adrian College Sports Network.
Adrian College is a private liberal arts institution known for its diverse academic programs, strong emphasis on experiential learning, vibrant campus life, and commitment to fostering a supportive community. Want to visit Adrian College for yourself? Visit our website at adrian.edu/campusvisit.
Yep. Back here at Docking Stadium, Adrian College Sports Network. Time to pump it up. Final home game of the regular season. 7-1 Adrian, 4-4 Trine. There's a trophy in the vicinity. It's found a home in Angola, Indiana the last 6 years and 9 of the last 10. And the Bulldogs now lead this game by 9. High kick by Jack Boyke can be returnable up to the 10 and the 15 and gets up near the 26-yard line. And that is the Thunder running back, Salim Felder. Thunder possession here. Stymied on their last one, and the fourth down punt snap goes over the Trine punter's head, and he kicks it out of the end zone for a safety. Bulldogs take the ensuing kickoff, turn it into points, and now this defense can start to pin their ears back. 8:03 to go, third quarter, 30-21, AC in front. West, the quarterback, gives. Oh, big time hit by Liam Carey. Cortavion Barnett gets met in the hole by Liam Carey. Talking with coaches and players. You talk about that Concordia Ann Arbor middle. Van Dyke, Carey, Burrows, and Simons up the middle. And they kind of said Carey was the first one to really jump ship and head to AC. Makes the tackle right there. West with 10 to go here on second down. Flips it out to the flat. Tackled in the backfield. Right there is Triplett with the Adrian College tackle. Tabari Triplett, the junior. Or was that not him?
I believe you are correct. I believe that was
Or was it 29?
I thought it was
Might
21,
need a replay.
but
It's Nicholas Dixon.
I think you are correct. 29.
My bad. Sometimes I trust my eyes downfield, but we had a monitor right here with HD. I should look at that. West looking to throw, and it's through the arms of Cronus Davis. There's a flag on the play. There's a reason number 2 at great position.
Number 2,
Tristan Burris, the intended Thunder receiver.
flag in the secondary.
And Davis upset with himself. Get a look at that one again.
Bulldogs have taken my advice and ran some more DBs onto the field.
Wow.
And that's a very bang play.
I mean, throw was behind the receiver. I mean, there was contact. If you caught a look at that replay. And the way things have been officiated, they're going to call that here today. So it's a first down via penalty for Trine. 6:58 here in the third. 30-21 Adrian. Bulldogs rushing 3. West throws near side. Catch made over the 45. Tristan Burris, another catch in front of Quincy Dorsey.
Yeah, Quincy Dorsey, he's trying to play as smart as he can, but in off coverage there, a comeback route is almost always going to be open. Now he's going to press up.
Freshman Eric Bush in at defensive tackle. There's a blitz from the Bulldog corner, and they get it out quickly to Cortavion Barnett. Come flying in on the play was Quincy Dorsey, and West did a Matthew Stafford impression, a little sidearm flip.
Well, I mentioned Quincy Dorsey was going to press. He pressed because you're always taught you don't blitz from 15 yards away. You get as close as you can while still disguising it.
Trying 5 of 8 on third down. They need 5 right now. They need their own 49-yard line. West claps his hands. They look to the sideline now for the play.
And everyone's looking to the sideline except Quincy Dorsey. He is deadlocked on this receiver right now.
Locked up with Burris. Looking the other way. Throws middle. Catch made. First down Thunder in front of Tim Simons is the wide receiver for the Thunder. 7, Zach Pillow. These Thunder receivers putting up big numbers here today.
And Pillow has proved that he's got some soft hands.
Quickly to the line. Run through the Bulldog middle. That's 5 yards for Salim Felder. I know these Adrian fans are used to defense, and the last time they were here, it was a 19-17 slugfest against Hope. Here's a run fake. West cuts back middle. He lost the football, and Adrian was right there. Who has it? It's the black and gold with another takeaway. Bulldogs turn over the Thunder.
Thunder were trying to go as quick as possible, but unfortunately you forgot something behind you, says the Bulldog defense, as I believe it was Eric Bush slapping it out. Can we get that one more time as the Bulldog defense plays stellar on that positioning?
Liam Carey getting some daps up on the sideline. We'll see if he got the recovery or the fumble. Yeah, Carey knocked it out.
Fumbling, forcing the fumble. I didn't see who dove on top of it, but we know it was a Bulldog.
Good job by our crew here today, as this will be a run for Trey Brueggemann. Oh, look out. Brueggemann, tough 1-yard run for number 2. What a massive hit in the hole. That's the second Bulldog fumble forced and recovered here in this ball game, where they lead by 9 under 5 to go in the third quarter.
25, Sylvester Orozco initiates contact. Second down and 9.
9 yards here. 2 receivers stacked up on either side. Now they move around the formation. 3 go out to the right on the hash mark. Noah Boudry looking that way. Braden Whitaker with a catch that way. Whitaker cuts up inside. First down, Adrian right at the sticks. It's just, it looks weird seeing Ethan Aberger go out and block for a guy like Braden Whitaker. You've said it this season. Looks like it should be the other way around.
Yeah, but when you have 2 guys willing to play selfless and block for each other, it's really going to add some success to your offense, because it adds the wrinkle of not knowing who's going to get the screen pass.
Bulldogs with a 1st and 10 off the Trine fumble. Run fake. Going to Aberger, left side, down to the Thunder 43. They're moving it in chunks now against the Thunder defense. 1st down Bulldogs at the 43 of Trine. As Noah Boudry continues to put up some massive numbers. Over 325 yards in this game.
And
2 passing touchdowns, 2 via the legs.
That was Ethan Aberger's 12th catch of the day, I believe. Putting him at 76 on the season.
He had 15 last week. Noah Boudry going the other way for Braden Whitaker over the shoulder. Yes, sir. Braden Whitaker down the sideline. And Noah Boudry putting up some video game-esque numbers here in the second half. One-on-one for Whitaker. He found him. You can't defend against that. That's a perfect throw and a good route.
And Ethan Aberger needs to duplicate what he did last week. He will take the record for receptions in a season.
12th catch for Whitaker, 168 yards. 128 for Aberger. They both have a touchdown receiving today. Under 3 to go, third quarter. Boudry looking Aberger's way. He's got a step, and he has 6 for an Adrian College touchdown. We will check this penalty flag back near the line of scrimmage, and it's another ineligible man downfield. That's a second touchdown taken away due to that, run pass type option where a lineman got too far downfield. And that's tough for Isaiah Simon. That's his second one of those. The senior from Grass Lake will get another look at it on the replay.
It's the right call. He got downfield, but
they'll give you 1 or 2. He was about 5 or 6.
I think the official ruling is more than 3 yards downfield. You've officially released as a wide receiver.
Alex Dixon in the game, the tight end. He'll be in there with Brumley. So the touchdown off the board. 1st and 15. Boudry gets hit as he throws. Into the corner, incomplete. A lot of contact. There's another flag. And this one going against Trine. I hope we don't get a flag thrown on us here in the booth, Sean. I mean, nobody's safe.
The only flag I don't think we've seen so far is coming against somebody on the sidelines. At this rate, one of the officials is going to get a flag.
Right. They're still talking about it. I mean, whether it's PI or holding. Okay. So they'll pick that one up.
That's an interesting decision there, as Braden Whitaker was tugged on so aggressively that he actually stumbled through his route, and he never made contact with the DB himself. Never initiated, I should say. So very interesting.
I guess they'll say some incidental contact. Makes it 2nd and 15. Adrian up 30-21. They've scored 9 here in the third quarter. Safety and a touchdown with the extra point. Noah Boudry getting rushed quickly. Moves to his left. Throws back across his body. There's Ethan Aberger spinning at the 5. 1st and goal, Adrian College. Noah Boudry, put that on your highlight reel, young man. You've had a great career at Mount Union. Put that on the Bulldog highlight tape. Look at this.
This plus the one he had earlier, just a phenomenal job going back across the middle, across his body. And Aberger thought he was still up there for a minute. I'm not sure if he ended up sitting on the ground or not, but I do know that he's 2 away from the record, Ian.
Bulldog formation. Trey Brugman in the backfield. Whitaker in motion. We have whistles before the snap. There may be a timeout. There is. So the Thunder take a break, and I want to stay right here. I want to check on the MIAA, see what the rest of the teams in the league are doing. Everyone in action today. We had one game kickoff at noon, another game at 1 along with us, and then a game at 5 o'clock. So Sean's going to get an update on that. Albion and Olivet should be final. They kicked off at noon.
And Albion has officially gotten their first MIAA win of the season. toppling Olivet 58-42.
So that did go final?
It did go final. It says minute 35 left, but
they updated the record?
records are updated, so I imagine that's gone final. Now taking a look at Alma and Kalamazoo. Alma currently leads 50-3 with 3 minutes and 43 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
So receiving votes, Alma on their way to a 6-0 start to their conference season. Adrian and Hope both at 4-1. Hope will kick off against Calvin at home, 5 o'clock here Eastern Standard Time. And if you're an Adrian fan, you're rooting for the upstart Calvin Knights to pull off a big upset if you want a chance at the outright conference championship.
Yeah.
Got to take care of business, though, here first. 9-point margin. Adrian leads. Trine off of their defensive timeout. They go from the 5. It is a regular shotgun formation for Noah Boudry and Trey Brueggemann. Snap from Simon. Boudry goes left. Whitaker batted around, and it's incomplete as it falls to the turf here at Docking Stadium. Whitaker's slow to get up.
Looked almost like his mouth guard came out and hit him in the eye. He was feeling around his face there.
You'd like to be able to run the football in this situation, right? That field condenses so much. Whitaker in motion, left to right. And Simon got ran over. We'll see if he got pushed due to something his lineman did, as we have another flag on this play. So it's on Simon again for a false start. He's had 2 ineligible man downfield. That's at least a second false start. So it's 2nd and goal now from the Trine 10. 1:57 left in the third quarter. Bulldogs 2 receivers right, and now there's movement again. And a snap infraction.
These officiating crew must, I don't know if Isaiah Simon said something or if might have done something to these officials, because they just do not like Isaiah Simon today.
So another Adrian College penalty, leading by 9, and they're going the wrong direction. That is 10 penalties, 73 yards. Trine with 5 for 52. This does open up the field a little bit more if you're looking for the positive, if you're an Adrian fan. Thunder brings some pressure. Boudry throws far side. Aberger bounces off one Trine player at the 5. Goal line. Touchdown. And we look for a flag, and there it is at the 10. If this is on Isaiah Simon again, I don't know what we're going to do. And there's another flag after the play. That one right at 64, Jack Bush. So we're going to sort this thing out. So I'm going to say that first flag would be a holding on the Bulldog offense, and then some stuff after. If the flag in play was on Trine, this second flag would be enforced on a kickoff. Holding on Ryan Brumley. Oh, they're both on Brumley. So he commits the hold, must have said something or did something, and that's 25 yards in penalties. And we have a 2nd and goal. Yes, 2nd and goal from the Trine 36. I'll say it again. 2nd and goal from the Trine 36. Words I thought I wouldn't say. Boudry will stand in the shotgun. Let's see if we can get the snap away. We do. Thunder brings some pressure. Boudry going deep for Aberger. Caught. No. Out of bounds, they say. Incomplete. So they say he did not get the foot down. I'm looking for a penalty flag. I don't see one.
That is an absolutely absurd call from this officiating crew.
It's right in front of.
He has 3 feet in bounds. He doesn't drop the ball until after he makes a football move. That is 110% a catch in the NFL. That's beyond college rules at that point.
Dogs got to dig deep here if they want to even get in field goal range. It's 3rd and goal from the 36-yard line. Boyke has not attempted a field goal past 40 yards. Noah Boudry with Thunder bringing pressure. Checks it down. Here's Ryan Brumley. Brumley at the 30, 25. Gets upended at the 23-yard line of Trine. So this right here would be about a 40-yard field goal if they want to try it, and they're going to. Senior day for Jack Boyke. He has not attempted a kick longer than 39 yards this season. He's 5 of 7 on the year. The holder is Brody Moore. Sets up at the Trine 30. Bulldogs by 9, looking to expand the lead. Here's the snap and the hold, the kick by Boyke. It's a line drive. It is no good. And there's a flag on this play where Boyke kicked.
If I'm not mistaken, roughing the kicker is an automatic first down.
They have picked up a flag on this drive before, and we'll see what we have here. Roughing the kicker against Trine. It is half the distance to the goal and a Bulldog first down. If we can get another look at that. What a break for AC.
Unfortunately, a break they shouldn't have needed. A break they shouldn't have needed at the end of the day. They had the Ethan Aberger catch. Missed call by the official. They had, 6 penalties called on Isaiah Simon this drive, it feels like? And most of them are penalties you don't see MIAA officials call.
We've seen snap infractions and false starts on the center. So Adrian with a 1st and goal at the 11. They're going to run with Boudry. Look at all that room. Noah, end zone, touchdown. There's no yellow on the grass, on the turf this time. Boudry with his 3rd rushing touchdown. And the Bulldogs are up here late 3rd quarter. 36-21 extra point coming up.
That's a great job from Noah Boudry. Design quarterback run all day, all the way through. That's his 3rd one of the day on the 3rd play. And if I'm Noah Boudry there, I'm taking a little bit of a flop trying to get this officiating crew to throw a flag.
Jack Bush getting out there down the field. And now Boyke will try the extra point. And that one looks good, and that's because it is. 49 seconds left in the 3rd. Adrian College up by 2 scores. 16 points the difference. We'll take a 30-second timeout. This is Adrian College football on the Adrian College Sports Network.
Bulldog fans, remember to follow Adrian College TV on social media. For game highlights and campus events, you can catch it all on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X at Adrian College TV. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all our future streams live and support your Bulldogs.
Welcome back to Adrian College. It's been a 3rd quarter dominated by the black and gold. It is 37-21 as Adrian's flexed their muscle here in the 2nd half. A fumble forced and recovered by the Bulldog defense. And an Adrian College rushing touchdown for Noah Boudry. And the ensuing kickoff for Jack Boyke will be fielded at the Trine 15 on the left side. Gets a little bit of room along the sideline and eclipsing about the 30-yard line. A tackle out of bounds.
As Riker Bildwell is going to take the field for, I believe, the first time today. Senior linebacker last year had the most assisted, or 2 years ago had the most assisted tackles in program history. He's dealt with a lot of injuries, and now he's taking his final home snaps as a Bulldog, potentially. And he's doing it at defensive end instead of his normal home of linebacker.
Couple braces on the leg for number 3. Trine needs something quick here. Late third quarter, 37-21. Trine led it 21-14. West will fake the give. Tries to get to the edge, gets through one, and stiff arms Quincy Dorsey toward the sideline. And the Trine quarterback gets about a yard. What's been more impressive here in the second half, Sean? The Adrian offense getting on the score sheet, or this defense really clamping things down?
The Adrian offense has been more impressive, mainly because they've just had to fight through so many penalty calls and so many. That missed call on the Ethan Aberger catch is going to haunt him in his dreams if he doesn't get this record.
8 yards to go on second down. Final moments of the third quarter. West is going to hand it off, and there's a crushing hit, but spinning off of the Burrows hit was Salim Felder, and that's the final play of a third quarter. It saw the Bulldogs leap in front of the Thunder. 2 touchdowns, couple extra points, and a safety in the third quarter of play. We'll go to the fourth as the Dogs lead it 37-21. We'll be back in 30 on the Adrian College Sports Network.
Before the achievements, before the celebrations, there's the work. Early mornings, late nights. Every challenge faced, every extra effort made.
Every victory starts with preparation.
We value leadership, resilience, and innovation. No victory without work. Because success isn't given, it's earned. Welcome to Adrian College.
Back here on the Adrian College Sports Network. Ian Wendt and Sean Whitmer with you, and we'll introduce our crew here at some point. I wanted Sean to put a list together. He's going to do it, and we'll announce everyone part of our crew here in our fourth quarter as the Bulldogs shut out Trine in the third stanza. They put up 16 of their own and lead it 37-21. Thunder looking at a third down. They need 2. They need their own 40-yard line. RJ West, the second, their quarterback. 2 receivers to either side. Running back in the backfield with him off his right hip. Bulldogs showing some pressure. West trying the right side. Gets through one Bulldog in a second. First down and a lot more as he gets over the 50 and into Bulldog territory on a third down scamper by RJ West.
Got tangled up there with Tim Simons after the play. No egregious acts from either player. Just looked like they might have had a piece of equipment come connected.
So Thunder ball at the Adrian 48. Where it is a first down. West looking to throw. Has time. Bulldogs only bring 3. Gets out of the pocket to the left. And he cannot avoid Liam Carey. That's going to be a sack for the Bulldog middle linebacker. This defense has not let West hurt him with his feet much here in the second half.
Liam Carey holds up RJ West, and if you're the Bulldog defense, obviously Steven Marino trying to punch out the ball and create the turnover. I agree with that any other time that a player gets held up, but when it's the quarterback, you go to lay the lumber and add some big hits on top of him.
So Trine with a second and long. Early fourth quarter, down 16. West looking middle. There's his man again to the 41-yard line. It's been a nice afternoon for Zach Pillow.
Yeah, he laid down after that tackle like he had a blanket with him.
There you go. 13-13 left in this one. Bulldogs looking to snap a 6-game losing streak to Trine. They need 3, and there's a flag on this play. False start on the Thunder. Back him up 5 more. Can the player of the game, Sean, be a flag? Because that is Trine's 7th penalty for 69 yards. Adrian has 12 penalties for 103.
No, I think the player of the game has to be a animate, living, breathing person.
Oh, it does.
Not an inanimate object thrown by breathing people. Because if that was the case, then the football could be the player of the game every...
It could be. Backs this up for a 3rd down and 8. Bulldogs bring pressure. West throws. Caught. Backing up to the 40, and that's going to be close. Probably a first down. Little dancing move around the 40-yard line. Catch made by Rayshawn Street. They're actually going to mark him back at the 40-yard line, so he's about 1.5 yards short.
I think he had the first, came back to try to get more yardage, and ended up actually losing that yard, keeping them from having the first down needed.
Thunder on the field for 4th down. They have not attempted one today. And there's movement in the wide receiving core. It's another false start. My nomination is the penalty marker, Sean. That's 74 penalty yardage for Trine.
A lot of people always say, well, if it's a wide receiver moving, it can't be a false start. Well, on that play, you had 7 and 0 both moving at the same time. That's why you get the flag. They called it on Street, but Pillow was also moving, and I think he might have kept that blanket with him. He fell asleep on that play.
7 yards to go. Trine looking to pick up a 4th down again. They have yet to go for one here this afternoon. Dogs by 16. Adrian rushing 4. West with time. Throws, incomplete. And Adrian will take it over, 1st and 10. And West looking for a flag, none coming. And that's kind of a shock to most everyone here. It'll be a Bulldog first down after the incompletion.
Yeah, and I want to go back to that false start. After the play, Pillow started chirping at some of the Bulldog wide receivers almost a little bit aggressively and too far in his acts. He's lucky he didn't get an unsportsmanlike conduct well after the play.
So flip the chains around. It'll be a Bulldog 1st and 10. And they scrimmage from their own 45. 11:57 left here in the 4th quarter. Adrian scored 23 unanswered points to lead it 37-21. Brueggemann run fake to him. There's Whitaker in stride inside Thunder territory. And down at the 33-yard line, and a flag at the end of this play.
And the official needs to be careful throwing that flag. We've actually seen it happen before where a flag will bounce into a player's face mask and cause injury.
And this was after the tackle. Maybe we can get another look at it.
It has got a little bit of a skeleton crew here for the remainder of this game, so...
Are you going to introduce the crew, too?
I can, yeah.
After the penalty. So Brueggemann's going to get hit with the personal foul after the play. So they'll count the first down. They'll back it up 15 from there. So it goes all the way back to the 48-yard line of Trine.
So as I mentioned, skeleton crew now, but to start the game we had Abigail Reed on top cam, Gabrielle Broom on B-roll with Jack Whitehead doing the action cam, Keegan Wade directing, Michael Schubeck on sideline, me and you doing the commentary, and Josiah Durrell was doing switcher. I'll get to you the skeleton crew after this play.
And this play will be a run inside the Trine 45 to the 42-yard line of Steve McCoy. Tim Ambrose, part of our, I'll say, professional crew, student run here on campus.
And usually student run. The other professional working outside of you and Tim today is Josiah Durrell, our executive producer. Has moved from switcher over to being our director on the field today. And
we put professional in quotes for Josiah. Bulldogs looking at second and short. This will be another run, and it's going to be a harder 2 yards for Steve McCoy. It'll be a third down and short.
Also joining us from the women's volleyball game that took place earlier is Nathan Lindner, stepping in to help out on Action Cam because Jack Whitehead and Michael Schubeck had to go over to the women's NCAA hockey game, which is taking place. There's also a women's wrestling tournament happening on campus today, women's basketball at 5 o'clock.
Hockey game after that, women's game, and Boudreaux's going to keep this. Dance at the 35, spin at the 33, and finally go down at the Thunder 30. Watch it after the play. They're keeping things tight. First down, Adrian to the Thunder 30. Looking for the knockout blow here. 10-10 left in our fourth quarter, 37-21. Adrian in front.
Yeah, and Sylvester Orozco is lucky that an offensive lineman didn't see him do what he did there after the play, because as somebody that spent a lot of time talking to some of those O-linemen, they do not like what he did.
Thunder bring pressure up the middle. Boudreaux runs right behind it to the 25 and down to the 22-yard line. Noah Boudreaux doing it with his arm and his legs. 35 of 46 through the air, 423 yards. Got to be looking at single game passing yardage record. Maybe we can get some word from the sports information department. I got the season numbers, but 423 through the air. Boudreaux, 74 on the ground.
And what I mentioned about Orozco, he hit Boudreaux late in the back of the head after the run 2 plays ago.
Here's a run, getting through a Thunder tackler down into the 15 and the 13. Goes 22, Steve McCoy. Bulldogs barking on the door here. 13 yards away, it's a 1st and 10. Boudreaux will line up in the shotgun with McCoy. Off his right hip. Boudreaux to pass. Abiger with a step over the shoulder. Diving catch. Touchdown AC. Boudreaux adding 13 more through the air and another passing score. Abiger putting up big-time numbers receiving. And Adrian has 43 up on the board early fourth quarter.
How about that throw and catch there? As I have the MIAA records to my right, but Abiger makes a great play diving for the end zone. So the all-time leader in passing yards in a single game is Bill Nietzsche from Alma versus Hope in 1996. He had 546 passing yards. That is the MIAA single game record. Although I believe Boudreaux is going to crack the top 8. If you can pull up the live stats real quick, he will have the Bulldog passing yard record for a single game. MIAA looking at the top 8. Noah Boudreaux.
What are you looking for? Today's stats?
So the live stats today, 436 for Noah Boudreaux.
He passes Jack Werzer October 19th of 2019. 403 yards was the single game passing yardage record.
And he is officially 7 yards away from cracking the top 8 in the MIAA record books.
44-21. What a second half for AC. 8:27 left in it. Boyke will kick it off. A record day for Noah Boudry. This will be a short kick. Fielded at the 20 and get popped at the 27-yard line. Look out. Look out, McGuire Boyd with a big-time hit on the Thunder return man, Mickey Daring. Buckle up your chin strap for that hit.
And you said a Thunder hit. It was also a thunderous hit on that one. Another pooch kick here and just a blindside tackle coming in out of nowhere for the hit.
Eight minutes and 23 seconds left. Fourth quarter. Officials huddling around the football.
And
indication is a flag. So personal foul on the Thunder. 20, you say 26?
Craig Nichols, I believe, is who got dinged for that one.
So we're looking at the records here in Week 9 for the Bulldogs and single season numbers. Noah Boudry with 36 completions today has 202 completions on the season. That is most in one campaign for Adrian College. Passing yards.
He is number 2 now officially with 2,360, only 90 yards away from taking first.
Here's who he passed today. Mike McGee in 2009, Brandon Miller in 11, Jack Werzer in 18, Randy Hutchison in 2005, Joe Davis in 1999, Andy Denrider in 2006, and Mike McGee in 2007. He's chasing Jack Werzer for passing yards in a season. Jack with 2450, Noah with 2360. My goodness, passing touchdowns, Boudry adding 3 more today. Puts him at 21 in the season. That's second most all-time in Adrian College history. Right behind Jack Werzer in 2018. He had 25 in that season. Ethan Aberger watching that receptions single season record as well. West, the Trine quarterback, going deep. Got a man by a step, and what a diving grab it was for number 0, Rashawn Street, streaking down the sideline. Thunder have not scored here in the second half. This game was 21-all at the break.
Also, Braden Whitaker and Ethan Aberger both at 8 touchdowns on the season, now tied with Steve Kress.
West going to run, chased by Carey. He'll scamper out of bounds. Wisely does so as Tim Simon's coming up, looking to make a move. 7:42 left here in the fourth quarter. 44-21, Adrian College in front.
So that tie for Steve Kress, that's touchdown receptions. Steve Kress from 2002, sitting at 8 apiece. And the leader in that is Jerron McGaw from 2018 with 12.
Boy, Jaron McGaw, that's some speed as West throws far side. First down, Thunder inside the Bulldog 30. As we hope to get some seniors in the ball game for Adrian College, as this game looks to be out of reach at this point. 7 minutes to go with the big lead here in the fourth. West with 2 receivers to either side. Running back stands in with the shotgun snap. Here's a throw and an incompletion, and there's a flag on the play.
So doing some quick math here, if somehow, some way, Noah Boudry were to get 90 more passing yards today,
okay,
he would be tied for not only the passing yards in a season record, he would also be tied.
So the penalty there He already has passing yards in a game.
For the Bulldogs.
Yes, for the Bulldogs, yes.
If he gets that 90, he'd be tied for passing yards in a game for all of MIAA action.
6:45 left here in action. 25-yard line for the Thunder. Bulldogs bring some pressure. Flip toward the sideline, and there's no flag, and I'm surprised because Quincy Dorsey just pushed the Trine receiver out of bounds. The pass was way high, looking for Rashawn Street, but again, the way this game's been officiated, why wasn't there a flag on that play?
Why wasn't there two? There should have been a flag for the push, correct. There should have been a flag for intentional grounding. There was no receiver in the area. The ball was lofted, and he's well inside the pocket. A literal pocket was built around him.
Bulldogs bringing some heat. West stands in, throws, catch made, nice juke move on the initial move. Number 6 with a catch for the Thunder. That's Gianni Pisano, the sophomore wide receiver. Thunder moving here, 6:21 left in the fourth quarter. It is Adrian College 44-21. Again, Adrian trailed 14-0, 21-7. And since then, there's been nothing cooking for the Thunder. 2 big fumbles stymied some drives. 2 yards to go for the first. And they're going to, I think, just barely get it. Cortavion Barnett with the rush.
Tackle made at the 15-yard line.
Trine moving quickly to the line of scrimmage. Bulldogs will end their regular season at Alma next week. Kickoff at 1 o'clock. Here's a West pass, caught at the 10. Tackled by Liam Carey, and the ball came out. Are they going to say catch fumble? And they will. That's another fumble forced and another Adrian College takeaway inside the 15. Wow. A catch and a fumble and another Bulldog takeaway.
And if this goes to Liam Carey for a forced fumble, he's going to be joining some Bulldog royalty in the MIAA record books. If we can get that one more time. So if that officially goes to Liam Carey, that forced fumble,
we'll wait till it pops up on the live stats. So the Bulldogs with the football at the 10. How many yards did Noah Boudry need?
90.
Oh, they're going to hand it off here. McCoy's going to cut into some of that and get up to the 16-yard line.
I think it'll officially take 2 drives.
Yes.
At minimum.
Adrian looking to chew up some of this game clock and go to 5-1 in conference play, 8-1 on the year with postseason aspirations. Under 5 minutes left in what is a sloppy football game penalty-wise. The Bulldogs jumping on the scoreboard here in the second half. It's another run. Far side, cutting it back in. There's some moves in open space. Steve McCoy moving things up the field. He's finally tackled at his own 35.
Nice movement there from McCoy. So we have no official word on who forced the fumble, but if the official statistic goes to Liam Carey, as I was saying, he will join A.J. Pipkins and a host of other players tied at 2 fumbles, leading the MIAA in forced fumbles in a single game.
So a new set of downs here. First down, Adrian. McCoy dancing, and there's no room there. Steve McCoy hit for no gain. Boy, it hasn't been easy, Sean, today with all the penalties. A lot of emotion in the first half and a quick strike by the Thunder. But Adrian stuck with it.
It was really just that first quarter. 21 first quarter points for the Thunder, and they've been shut out for 3 straight.
3:20 now left in the ball game. McCoy to run to the left. McCoy to the 38-yard line. Give him about 4.
Cal Lockhart leads the tackle.
Again, I mentioned the Bulldogs will end their regular season, at Alma. Trine will go home to play Kalamazoo next week at 1 o'clock.
And as long as the Scots don't score one more time, they will end with a 50-point differential against Kalamazoo. 53-3.
Scots on their way to 7-2. Another run for McCoy. Stiff arm to the 40 and falls down to the 43. As we approach our 2-minute timeout here in Adrian. Record day throwing the football for Noah Boudry. 436 yards on 36 completions, 47 attempts, 3 passing touchdowns, and 3 rushing for Noah Boudry. They do not need to snap this ahead of the 2-minute timeout, and the Bulldogs will not. Dogs in control. 2 minutes left. It is Adrian College 44 and Trine University 21. We'll take a 60-second timeout. We'll be back with the final 2 here on Senior Day on the Adrian College Sports Network.
Adrian College is shaping the future of higher education and leading the way in innovation and excellence. Ranked first in most innovative schools and second in best value in undergraduate teaching in the Midwest by U.S. News and World Report, Adrian College is recognized for its commitment to innovation, quality education, and affordability. Offering 71 undergraduate programs, 13 graduate programs, and a 1-to-15 faculty-to-student ratio, our students receive personalized attention and a cutting-edge education. With state-of-the-art facilities, 10 academic institutes, and 50 competitive sports teams, Adrian fosters growth both inside and outside the classroom. From small class sizes to championship-level athletics, we provide the tools and experiences you need to succeed. Join a community that prioritizes your success. Start your journey with us, where your potential is realized. Discover Adrian College.
We welcome you back to Adrian College, Docking Stadium. 2-minute timeout. Ian Went and Sean Whitmer alongside. 44-21 Bulldogs over the Thunder. 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth. Cooper Tracy lined up to punt on a 4th down and 1. Snap is good, and the kick off the side of his foot. It's going to land at the Trine 32 and take a decent Bulldog roll. Again, it's been a record-setting day offensively, looking at season numbers and game numbers. Boudry, 436 through the air. That's a single game record for the Bulldogs. 36 completions bumps him up to first in terms of pass completions on a season. Receptions, Ethan Aberger jumps into first place, 79 on the year with his 15. Back-to-back weeks with 15 catches for Aberger. 2 touchdowns for him. Jumps him up into a tie for 6th place. Single-season touchdowns. Actually, scratch that. Braden Whitaker jumps into a tie for 4th. No? What? You're shaking your head
Whitaker
no.
is at 8 as well.
Oh, he's at 8. I added 1 by mistake. Thank you, Sean. Here's a batted ball, and it falls incomplete.
Senior defensive end Jarrell Stevens wanted the interception so bad.
And he did.
It almost looked like Bennett Gildy put the brakes on to allow Stevens the opportunity, because I think Gildy could have had it with ease.
Some new faces on the field for the Bulldog defense. West will take, or that's not West, excuse me. That throw is going to be short and incomplete. New quarterback in there is Harrison Miller, a freshman out of St. John's, Florida. Little Florida connection for this Trine squad. Faced with a 3rd down and 10 quickly. Minute and 41 left in the 4th. Bulldogs bring pressure off the edge. They're going to run into it anyway as the Adrian College tackle made for Riker Bidwell. Gain of about 6. It's a 4th down for Trine.
Also, a quick addition to the staffing notes that I said earlier. Keegan Wade, who was our director to start things, has moved down to being the sideline cam that you're seeing get all the action shots of the football team celebrating.
Dogs on their way to a 5-1 conference record, 8-1 on the season. A chance to share the regular season title if they can beat Alma next week. It's a tall task. The Scots unblemished in conference play. As this punt is up and in the air by Hugo Belmonte, and that's going to bounce. No Bulldog near it. They'll let the Thunder touch it up as it rolls inside the 20. And speaking of the Thunder punter, that really turned the tide. This game was tied at 21. Thunder go back to punt. Snap goes off his hands over his head. He has to kick it out of bounds for a safety, and then this thing snowballed from there.
Yeah, and it wasn't really his fault. It was a bad snap all the way through. It was way too high for him. That snap needs to be hitting the punter directly in the numbers so that he has the most opportune time to kick the ball away. Speaking of Keegan Wade, there's the camera that he's on right there.
So Noah Boudry, the Bulldogs senior quarterback, transferred in this year. He's going to take the snap from his center, senior Isaiah Simon. And that should be the final play of this game. Got the play clock off. And that will be it. The Border Brawl Trophy, for the first time in 6 tries, heads north of the border to Adrian College. Some hardware at the Maryland Sport and Fitness Center. Snaps the losing streak to the Thunder. That beautiful piece of hardware will stay in Adrian, Michigan for at least 1 year. And a dominant second half, both defensive and offense, powers the Bulldogs to a big-time win here, 44-21.
As these two schools are really, obviously we say all the time, Albion really feels like the rival for the Bulldogs. But at the end of the day, Albion doesn't have some sports that the Bulldogs excel in, so the schools consider this the real rivalry because Trine competes with the Bulldogs in every athletic sport that they play. The two schools as a whole consider this the end-all, be-all.
Just so close in proximity, a short trip between Angola, Indiana, and Adrian, Michigan. This one goes to the Bulldogs. The Thunder jumped in front, 14-0. Back and forth, it was 21-7 Trine in the first quarter, and the rest is history. Bulldog avalanche, and it's 44-21, your final score. We're going to take a quick timeout as the team, actually we'll keep it here. We'll keep it here. Team going to pose with this trophy. Talking with their second-year head coach, Joe Palka. Just more things for this coaching staff. A first for this team in a long time.
First time for Joe Palka, head coach of the Bulldogs. And I can assure you he is ecstatic that he gets to be in the center of that pile with his team celebrating this win.
Many times the score has been flipped around, and Adrian's been on this end of it. as the Border Brawl Trophy. For our audio-only audience, it's a wooden trophy. State of Michigan with the paw print, and there's Isaiah Simon bringing it over to the fans and right into that locker room. They're going to go celebrate. State of Michigan up top, and then the border down into Indiana, and that thing will find a home in the doghouse here in Adrian, Michigan.
Well, change of plans. They're going to go celebrate with the dance team and the cheer squad with that trophy. I believe they're going to tell Isaiah Simon to bring that back out. He's going to get another flag for taking it in the locker room a little bit too early.
Yes. Wasn't his best game, you could argue. But in the end, the final score is all that matters, and another Bulldog victory. They end the regular season 4-1 at home. They look to keep their unbeaten road record alive next week at Alma. What a beautiful song. Hail Adrian. Bulldogs big winners here this afternoon. They'll now go celebrate with the Border Brawl Trophy. We'll hit the postgame show in just a moment. Dogs winners 44-21. We'll be back in 60 seconds on your home for Bulldog football, the Adrian College Sports Network.
Before the achievements, before the celebrations, there's the work. Early mornings, late nights. Every challenge faced, every extra effort made.
Every victory starts with preparation.
We value leadership, resilience, and innovation. No victory without work. Because success isn't given, it's earned. Welcome to Adrian College.
To become a future Bulldog and get recruited by Adrian College? Do you display characteristics of tenacity, drive, and determination? With over 50 teams on campus, there are plenty of opportunities to further both your athletic and academic career. For all recruiting inquiries, head to www.adrianbulldogs.com and click on the Recruit Me tab at the top right of your screen. Your future with the Bulldogs is closer than ever.
Right back here on the Adrian College Sports Network postgame here at Docking Stadium. Your Bulldogs get the win here at home. They shut out Trine University in the second half, 23-0 after 21 all score at the half. Ian Wendt and Sean Whitmer here in the booth with you. Thunder fall to 4-5, 2-4 in the conference. Bulldogs 8-1 overall and 5-1 in MIAA play. I mean, where do you want to start? Do you want to start with how sloppy this game was at times or how great Noah Boudry was throwing the football? I mean, the defense forcing takeaways. There's a lot to unpack.
Yeah, this game really just, it came down to which team was going to strike on defense first, and that being the Bulldogs with that safety really cascaded into an avalanche rolling downhill, and the Bulldogs were able to come out fortunate in that regard. But what really stands out to me in this game was just the amount of missed calls on the field. There were some missed catches that should have been called catches. There were some missed blocking in the backs. If you're going to call the game the way that the officials did, was very much, we're going to call this as tight as possible. We're not going to leave any room for any extracurriculars. You need to do that throughout the first horn to the last horn. It can't be picking and choosing when you're going to decide to call it that way. That being said, Bulldogs come out victorious. I still think Ethan Aberger is going to be upset he didn't get his 80th catch on the season due to the NFL catch that got called incomplete.
Well, safe bet he'll get one next week up at Alma. Quick look at our team stats. First downs, Bulldogs 34-20. rushing yards, 183 on 30 attempts. That's 6.1 on the ground. Trine ran it 29 times for 219. That's 6.7 average. Again, Noah Boudry, 36 completed passes for 436 yards, a school record for yards in a game. The Thunder throw for 284. And Bulldogs run 77 plays, 619 yards. Thunder goes 63 plays, 503. So a lot of offense in the game. Penalties, Bulldogs had 14 for 124, and Trine had 9 for 87. Third down, Bulldogs 6 of 12, Trine 8 of 13. Looking at our individual numbers for Adrian College, defensively, 10 tackles total for Liam Carey. Tim Simons with 7, 6 for Quincy Dorsey in this defensive effort. Noah Boudry, we've said it a lot, 436 yards, 3 touchdowns through the air. He scored 3 on the ground, 12 rushes for 89 yards. And Sean, these wide receivers, I mean, it's the Whitaker-Aberger show.
It really is, and when they're covered, Boudry knows how to hit Brumley, Brueggemann. They combined for 7 catches here today, but at the end of the day, when it's hard to cover Whitaker because you can just throw it up there. If it's in his catch radius, as head coach Joe Palka told us earlier, if it's in his catch radius, he's going to come down with it 9 times out of 10, and we've seen that a lot here today.
Braden Whitaker, 13 catches, 190 yards, and a touchdown. Ethan Aberger, 15 catches, 30 receptions in 2 games, 161 yards and 2 touchdowns for Aberger. Boudry, 89 on the ground to lead the Bulldogs. Steve McCoy goes 9 rushes, 52 yards. Trey Brueggemann, 7 for 51 on the day. Once again, Bulldogs will head to Alma next week, and this is another game that's circled. I would assume senior day for Alma, another themed game on the road for the Bulldogs, and that'll be a tough task. A couple teams with postseason aspirations and conference championship aspirations. Alma would win the league outright next week if they can beat Adrian. The Bulldogs would force a tie atop the conference if they get a victory next week.
And I believe we're going to have a photo here real quick.
Oh, the official photo. The Border Brawl Trophy. That's why we extend the postgame show, Sean, right there.
And little hint here, just seen my player of the game nomination walk to that circle.
Yeah.
If you are watching intently, you might know who it is. Just a little hint for those still watching.
I'm going to guess, Sean, it's a single-digit player who broke a school record for passing yards in a game.
Well, I will say it's a single-digit player that broke a record for the Bulldogs here today. I'll let the fans think on that one for a minute because we did have 2 players wearing single digits break records for the Bulldogs, including Ethan Aberger with his 79th catch on the season, stands alone in first place for receptions in a single season. Then you also, of course, had Braden Whitaker go 13 receptions, 190 yards, had a touchdown himself. Aberger had 2 touchdowns. Taking a look at some of the defensive players worth talking about, Liam Carey, 10 tackles, 1 tackle for a loss. He had, we're going to assume, 2 forced fumbles, putting him in the MIAA record books alongside former corner for the Bulldogs, A.J. Pipkins, with his second in 1 game. On top of that, you had Quincy Dorsey, 6 tackles. Tim Simons, 7 tackles. Had Liam Carey get a sack as well. Coronis Davis had a pass breakup, also had that long chase down tackle. Did a really good job in his own right. Didn't light up the stat sheet by any means, but he did the little things correct. And I think for those at home, they've picked up on my normal post-game analytics here. The player of the game is the only one I haven't mentioned yet, and that would be Noah Boudry, quarterback.
Thank you.
36 for 47.
I know you wanted Aberger, but the guy throwing him the football was the difference today.
Yeah, 36 for 47, a little bit lower on his completion percentage than he's normally at 76.6 here today. 436 yards, 3 touchdowns. He was sacked twice, but he ran the ball for 82 yards and 3 more scores. He had 6 tallied on the board. Just a phenomenal game for that amazing quarterback. And he's sniffing at the heels of Jack Werzer, trying to cement himself as the best statistical quarterback in Bulldog history.
Yeah, single season numbers there. I mean, Jack Werzer had an amazing Adrian College career, but Boudry, what he's doing this year, has been simply sensational. So congrats to him for our player of the game. Big win for Coach Palka and the rest of his staff and these players. They snap a 6-game losing streak to the Thunder in a border brawl win over Trine University. I'd like to thank all of our crew, students and professionals here this afternoon, final home game of the year. With that, we're going to say goodbye and hope you've had a fun afternoon with us here today. For my broadcast partner, Sean Whitmer, I'm Ian White. We'll see you next week in Alma. Bulldogs winners, the final from Docking Stadium. It's Adrian College 44, Trine University 21. This has been Adrian College football on the Adrian College Sports Network.